Bumble.
What is a Bumble?
It's like Tinder, but just a different app.
Okay. Is it still around?
Bumble the one where like girls take the lead, or like it's?
That's the idea. Is so a bunch of girls just don't get random messages from creepy dudes. It still can be creepy, but the girl has to text like the person. If you get matched, then you have to message first.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then they
That's
can
the
message you. Which, I mean, they could still send you whatever they wanted at that point. But it was kind of like, the idea was a little safer in a way.
To do a little bit of creep filtering, like
Just slight creep filtering.
Wow,
I
is
think
online
it's
dating a
started.
creep area?
Oh, yeah.
Really?
Oh, I never thought. I always said I would never, ever do any dating apps. And my friend, she was like, if anything, it's you get good stories out of it. You know, she was like, I don't really expect to meet anybody, but it's funny. And so I finally got it. And I got it on a Saturday. Me and Eric started talking on Sunday.
hey.
We met in person on Tuesday. And we got married like just over a year later.
Deleted Bumble by Friday?
Probably. I think I had it on my phone for a while, but it wasn't like a thing I used.
Yeah.
My
I
dating
still-
was pre-internet.
Oh.
Yeah.
I thought you said online dating was pre-internet.
No,
and I was
all
like,
of my dating was
I
pre-internet.
thought you said that
I was
too,
like,
and then I figured it out. Yeah.
No, I actually had a
That's
funny story about. So I worked in an operations center,
yeah.
and somehow in one of our bits of security research, eHarmony came up. Like people were using eHarmony profiles to like communicate back channel inside of malware networks. Like it was part of the research, and so we were all talking about it, and it was like,
Yeah.
well, let's go check out what this looks like. So I signed up for eHarmony, and I'm like figuring out how their messaging works. And like 2 hours later, Laura calls me, and she's like, "What's the matter? Like, oh my God, what did I do? Are we okay?" Like she's freaking the hell out, and I'm like, "What?" And she's like, "I just saw that you joined eHarmony." I'm like, "No,
No.
It's for
it's for science."
Yeah. This is for work inside.
That is so funny.
Right.
We had like the opposite thing happen where one of Eric's friends found me on Bumble a few months later because I still probably have an account. Like it's not like, it's like a Facebook. Like deleting an account's more hassle than it's worth.
Right.
So I'm sure, I don't even know my password, but I wouldn't be surprised if somebody could still find me on Bumble.
Unread messages.
Yeah, and they like texted Eric. It was only a few months after we'd been dating, so it wasn't like we'd been together for a while. But I remember he called me and he's like, "You're still on Bumble?" And I was like, "Yeah, I didn't delete my account. Did you?" He was like, "Well, no." I'm like, "Okay."
I'm keeping my options open, fool.
That's funny.
Oh, natural 20. Yeah, Gianni and I met on, what's that? It's another one. It's called like Plenty of Fish or something like that. And
Oh, nice.
That's the Christian one. Our friend Jamie uses that one.
Todd and
Christian
Stephanie, I think, met on that too.
The Christian one.
Yeah. It's not Christian Mingle, the one like with the
Plenty of
commercials.
fish.
Yeah. Have you ever seen Christian Tingle?
Oh.
Have you?
No.
It's a YouTube video where they're like making fun of like basically they're making fun of like incredibly legalistic Christian dating, and it's hilarious.
What about farmers? Like,
You
farmers.
have to be lonely.
Only farmers.
Only farmers.
Farmers only now.
I want to join that just to not be a farmer, like just break the mold.
Or, you know, just farmers.
Yeah, but no, Christian Tingle is worth a watch.
Okay.
It's pretty funny.
Let's search that out.
What's up, man? Boop, boop, boop. Did you ring their doorbell? No? Are you sure?
Ding dong.
I don't think he did. I think he came straight down here.
You know, I can start. I'm just gonna
Did
go.
he come down here?
He was
Okay.
down at my house. Yeah.
Yeah,
We
you
want to
came down here.
recap, so we'll wait for you because you're always best at recapping anything.
Natalie was all like, did y'all ring the doorbell? I was like, no. Crazy people.
Recap. So we basically we have to decide between.
We're at the Temple of Thunder, right?
Yeah.
Are we
Like,
still there? Yes.
there's two ways to get to the Beholder. There's A, which is tournament, which will basically like
That's
the
right.
winners of the tournament gain an audience with this Beholder. And
Oh, I remember this.
then we'll beat them up. Yeah, that was when we first talked to Jarlax. We
Okay.
also talked about there's some kobold. He has these special kobold chefs that go into the city for ingredients, and they have access to the Beholders.
Oh, I thought we were just walking through a door to go find a beholder down on the ground.
Well, going to it, that's like where his lair is.
Yeah, I thought we were just gonna go bust into his lair and find him and poke him a bunch.
Well, Jarlax was just kind of like, it's going to be tough than that, because they're like so
He has home field advantage.
paranoid. Yeah.
But he
And
always
he
will.
can see us coming. Like he knows we're trying to break in. So if we win the current tournament, then we're supposed to be there.
Okay, let's go win a tournament.
But if we can find the kobold chefs, we could.
I would never trust anything cooked by a kobold chef.
Give me your best bud named Billy.
Cooked?
Okay, I had forgotten all that. See, this is why we
That
have to
was one
stay
of the,
here.
that was one of the mini sets. Was the whole like horde of
All right, so we need to go find kobold cooks or
This is fully cooked weasel.
join the
or they were
tournament.
ready.
We're pretty tough at this point. We could join the tournament. Probably just mess everything up.
Yeah.
Well, this could be a very insane tournament.
Mm-hmm.
Put hate's not me.
Hasted dwarven fighter.
Great. You get decent, I don't know, kobold route. Like Bill's day. You had. We could have our halfling turn into a kobold,
Mm-hmm.
pretend to be one of the chefs,
Yep.
sneak in there and.
I'm not saying the kobold chef would be a smarter way to do it. I'm just saying
Different
Dave's
way.
not that smart.
Where are the
And
kids?
he really wants to hit a beholder.
They're eating dinner.
I just
I
want
don't
to
know
cook.
where Cannon is.
He already took a bath. He's eating dinner right now. Cannon is no more for tonight.
No more. All right, y'all can start. I'm gonna go eat. I'm gonna go.
Well, what's your vote? Kobolds or tournament? If we're gonna robot your character while you're on.
Tournament.
I don't know.
That's very Fred.
Yeah.
That's spot on for Fred.
It'd be very.
I don't know.
I don't know.
We could come up with crazy.
Do you have your,
kobolds.
I don't
You
know.
worry about
You
it.
have your phone on you? You just communicate on the
Kobold
Discord.
plan would be really risky and zany. 'Cause we could like I said, transform into kobolds. Or look like kobolds disguised, and then like, just like, oh, we're here. We deliver like a poison hamburger to the beholder.
Who can turn us into I mean, all the disguise kit in the world can't make Shiny Abe look like a kobold.
Well, I know Leif has some disguise. I know Chris has some disguise stuff. I heard magical disguises.
Okay.
Chris has seeming, so she can disguise the whole group.
She can.
As-
She can disguise the whole group.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking like I want to put Reaper at risk still, but like I feel like he was already like kind of under the influence, so he probably already like knows that Reaper's like a type of person, you know, like that type of person.
What do you mean?
Like, just kind of go up in there and be like, "Hey, I wanna work for you." Or somebody can disguise themselves as me.
Just trick. Just yeah.
You want to pretend to join the other team?
All right. Whatever y'all decide, Fred is okay with.
He's going with the flow. Who are you? You're not Fred.
Walks away. Whatever. And Fred's okay with whatever y'all choose. Okay.
We choose to trade Fred.
Hey, we're just gonna throw Fred into the fire.
Fred's a decoy.
The changes wrought by this spell fail to hold up to physical inspection.
Right. That's any. I think disguise stuff is the same way.
Yeah, we would need to like polymorph or something,
Right.
which I don't think we're powerful enough to polymorph.
And you also don't want to polymorph into a kobold because then you take on their stats. And
Yeah, but don't you, if you polymorph, can't you just turn back whenever you want, or turn back whenever the caster wants?
the caster can turn you back.
Just an ongoing prank.
But also, polymorph is only one creature, so it'd have to be like,
There's no mass polymorph.
you can cast it at a higher level. But I think all we got is like, the highest we got is 5. I think there is a like higher level spell that's like that.
Oh, bro, you got a couch in
Logan,
here
Andrew, what do
too?
you think?
It's our old
There's only
couch.
5 people.
We got a new one, so
Of course,
that
Brian.
one's waiting to be picked up by my brother-in-law.
Logan, what do you think?
She's just like leaving.
I don't know, but the I mean, it's not a bad idea to go to the
Like,
shop.
I'll be back. I'm
but
just gonna go.
the tournament, I think, would be
Is that
easier.
Peloton?
It's an echelon.
Oh.
It's almost a Peloton.
Almost a Peloton?
Yeah.
Is it a knockoff or?
It's like, I think Walmart, Sam's Club, it's their version of the Peloton.
Okay.
It works. So.
It was on clearance
Yeah,
for
I'm sure.
$200. So
Oh, that's not
it's
bad.
like,
Wait, really?
yep.
Yeah.
They're normally 1,000, so I was like, oh,
Yeah.
I'll take that.
Yeah.
Nice.
Come on, you fake Peloton runners.
Yeah.
Peloton.
Peloton.
It's like we were in high school. Everyone wanted Oakleys and Uggs.
Do you know the Heimlich?
Nope.
But I'd rather not
No.
do it.
I know it too.
My whole body can't take
I
my
ate all my dinner.
Okay.
How old are you?
40.
It's not that old.
I'm
You would still
Pretty
be
old.
young in the surgical world. Like when we see people are 40, we're like, psh, they're young.
I still have a straight, steady hand.
I don't.
What
I don't either.
are they supposed to do? Like,
are you hailing?
what?
Am I inhaling?
No, I said, are you hailing?
Oh no, Lord of Mercy.
That was the joke, and it
Oh, I
didn't
guess.
really
I know.
hit.
That joke fell flat.
It did. Hardly.
I was like hailing.
It
yeah.
smacked. It broke some ribs.
Sing high!
Logan,
Sing high!
what are we doing?
Notice
Kobold
these
cooks,
things.
put the snacks down behind you. You can keep snacks up, but don't keep a giant bag. Andrew, did you really drink a giant thing? of
What's that
chocolate
from
milk?
again?
Remember what happened last
What?
time?
Notice me sometimes?
Okay.
This isn't
Notice me?
giant. This is.
Yeah.
It's like an actor, but I
This
forget.
has no sugar,
it-
so
I don't know if it's like a
2.5 sugar.
rally or just a like Comic-Con thing.
Chris, what do you vote for?
I'm not sure.
What's that? Where are we going?
He's an actor
Kobolds
that
or-
he tries to get on like news
honestly,
things.
you
So
can't give
he
an
was
opinion
playing
because he
as
knows
a
what I'm
gonna have to.
scientist, and he was like talking about. He's like, like nose.
I feel like-
kind of.
I just want to follow my friend,
It's so
and my
funny.
I want the quickest way.
Yeah.
So I feel like the tournament might be a little quicker, or more. It's more simple
Yeah,
than
Chris.
going to Cobalt.
Chris is thinking tournament. That's what the last thing Jarlaxle said.
Do we really think our skill set as the Longsaddle Legends lends itself to mass deception and kobold cookery?
No.
I don't think that plays to our strength.
If it was like just like Chris, Zero, and Lathe, or that would be like,
There's Zero
Down
and
there.
Wave could do that.
yeah.
But I don't think we should split up.
Surprisingly, I'm not great at deception. I
Really?
feel like I should be, but
Yeah.
I am great at deception.
I don't know. When I was creating a character, you don't know where she's gonna go. You know,
Just
I was thinking I'd just be like truthful little halfling, but I don't think I would.
And you picked a
Yeah.
rogue, or what? Wizard.
No, I'm a wizard.
I built a
I'm
character
chaotic
to lie.
good. So like
Fucking
my
necromancer.
goal is to do good, but
Yeah.
I don't really mind.
You don't fuss so much about it.
Chris stands in the mirror, lies to herself, and then believes
It's
it.
like
chaotic.
it's like the whole thing of like
Yeah, I am a
What are
dragon.
you trying
one
to do?
for all kind of thing. It's like if I have to kill one person to save 1,000, I'm gonna do it because that's what makes sense.
So that seems
And-
like it's lawful good.
You can bring them back to life.
Yeah, that's a total
So-
Spock thing.
You know,
But not even like
The life of one, or the lives of many outweigh the lives of one.
Yeah.
Something like that.
All right. How do we enter this tournament? Gotta buy our way in. We gotta go back and talk to Charles Axel. We gotta seek the password, the golden ticket.
I don't know.
Proceed to the. So you remember that Jarlaxle was directing you guys into that tunnel, and that's where Reaper got the like purple flash, and then he started to kind of act weird after that. But if you make your way back into that tunnel, then
Wait, Charles Axel acted weird?
no, Reaper tried to like activate or open a door. He opened a door, but when it happened, he activated a rune and it like flashed, and then that's when he started having like thoughts and thinking, like seeing you guys as something different.
Well, that's
started
right.
Attacking
He was
you.
attacking us.
Yeah.
And then I like murdered him.
Isn't it a warlock spell like Misty Visions or something like that?
Just the I think
It was
something like that.
it was something different. It wasn't exactly that.
We make people see
It's the eye.
fearful things. Okay.
There's a phantasmal force, which is that.
Okay.
Very tricky.
And it's funny. It's fun because it actually like causes psychic damage. So you think if you're getting breathed on by a dragon, you see like a dragon, and then you take like psychic damage, but it feels like fire. And so you're like, ah, oh my god, and it starts flashing away.
Are we all good with tournament?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm good with tournament.
All right.
Alright, we got our new Fred.
All right, Fred,
Fred, you've changed.
roll initiative. He must have.
I'm sorry, I shouldn't have said anything.
He cast younger. Or,
Hey, you want to sit down? Yeah, sit down.
yeah.
Only more.
Yeah, you sit right next to me, okay? Here. Come here. There you go. Oh,
Or what is it?
Sit right next to me, okay?
Could let him play with all the Fred stuff. Maybe that will distract him.
Yeah, you want to play? Look.
You're smart.
You're smart.
I am? Okay.
Your idea?
Your what?
Working. You're in college, I'm not. So, I'm pretty smart.
What's going on?
Yeah, Dad, you're the college guy.
Yeah.
Really a freshman.
You don't need college stuff to do that. This is why when you were 3 and 4 years old, we'd give you a computer controller without any batteries in it.
That's what we do with them.
Beautiful.
We'd all play Mario Kart, and Andrew would be so mad if he couldn't play, so we'd give him a controller and we tell him he's one of the.
Look. I'm winning. I'm winning.
Oh, yeah, he was into it.
are.
That is great.
You got work. That's so mean.
Good job, buddy.
I do it.
They never did it to me.
Yeah, we never did. Well, you were 5. We were old enough to recognize that your thing had the batteries in it.
That's so mean, Dad. It's like
It's worth
It was
it.
a valuable tool.
Because then if you lose, then they gotta put up with your sadness over losing. So if you're a computer whoever, then it's like you do decently well that everybody can keep playing and having a good time. 'Cause-
He didn't nuke the room.
yeah.
kinda.
I remember when I was little, I would like put things in my mind, like I'll never do this. I'll always do
Either
this
had
when
it,
I'm like a
just-
parent or like an older
This one?
person.
And you make for Dragon Ball.
I failed on most
yeah.
of those. Like when it's like I'll always play with the kids, and now I'm like, no,
I don't know if you
no,
can see it with my desk
no.
is there though.
Yeah.
That's it might have been there.
If we have children,
Yeah.
it will be a very, very long. I used to say I had to be at least 25, and I turned 25 in like a month. And I'm like, no, let's
Yep.
push it to 28, 30.
Push it out 3 years.
This is my face after just hearing how old you are. Like,
And Eric is what, 27 now?
man,
He will be.
if I could go back to 25, I so would.
25 was my last year in the service. That was a good year. Lived in Waikiki.
Nice.
That was rad.
I was,
I had a good 25th year.
A mechanic at 25.
Nice.
With that BMW.
All I gotta say is, don't wait until you're like older, like my age having kids. It's rough because it's a lot to keep up with this energy.
It's a lot to keep up with that energy now.
I mean, it's a lot easier on a 25-year-old than it would be on.
You say that,
But-
and
By the time you're in your 30s, assuming that you and Eric keep on this nice trajectory, you'll have enough income.
Yeah, see, there's the other thing. You know?
Income is the magic thing
Yeah.
with children. Income makes a lot of things.
It does. Yeah. What's that?
Oh man, these kids are hard all day. They're ready for daycare? That's awesome.
Yeah.
I can pay for that.
Bye.
Yeah, that's the other thing. It's like when I was in my 20s, it's like I couldn't afford like my lifestyle and kids.
Yeah.
yeah, no, we definitely wouldn't be able to afford our lifestyle. And
So I do get a career before because my sister's the same way. She's like 30, and you know,
Yeah.
her whole thing has been school and career. So you know,
yeah, I still haven't figured that one out.
they're not even married yet. Her, and I don't even think they're engaged.
Under
So,
Yeah.
Right.
We had Kenan at like
Hey.
25, 26.
bruh.
What
It
browser's
was, the first year was like,
up?
kind of-
No browser's up. Character's up.
I don't know. Like, I feel like I've always aspired to be a dad, so
What's the matter?
that part was like easy,
Yeah,
like
that's-
staying up late and like doing all the like, you know, quintessential like pushing him on a swing as a baby and like making meshed up food. But it's hard now because now I'm like, it's no longer like glamorous, like, oh, I'm a dad, like carrying around the baby all day.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you know, carrying the baby and like doing these other things and smiling. Now it's like, I'm like chasing this little jerk around and like trying to get him to do, like, be nice. And like, why won't you be nice? I've always been nice to you. It's like, you've been so nice to me, now I expect everyone to give me my way. Like, oh,
Yeah.
I
We
see.
leveled up last time, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we should be
9.
level 9.
I think that's true, and that means I get 2 new spells.
Yeah.
Depends on like your type of casting ability. Like I only get
Yeah.
one.
Well,
I don't
no,
get
I'm a
any.
wizard.
Wizards are
Every
weird.
other.
I don't know. Fred would be better.
Well, that's
better
also
I'm
explained
pretty
to you.
sure
Well,
it's 2, and I get 2 5th levels.
Yeah.
It's okay. I did get
So we
some.
want to wait
I
for Fred to do the.
I am like.
Is it hard to go get into the tournament?
You don't know. So one thing you know is like there's the entrance beneath the sewers, like in the cabin district, and aside from that, like you don't have any other like information about how to get into the tournament.
Oh yeah, Takis. Takis are the best.
Is it fire? Oh, it looks like it's fire.
They're good. Do you like
like them.
spicy things?
I have to say that the Trader Joe's knockoff Takis
Yeah.
are better than Takis.
I don't.
I mean, I was feeling on my.
Sometimes TJ's has better knockoffs than the original, and
Trader
Takis
Joe's.
is one. Like there's a little bit more actual flavor and a little bit more citrus
Yeah.
than these, which are just like, oh, ball of fire, ball of fire, ball of fire.
Yeah, see, I'm good with like one, man. I'm not that person that's like a whole bag of like fire chips. You know, they're like.
Yeah.
I eat it just because I like spicy stuff. I'm like, God, man, I like to be able to taste my food.
Yeah.
My friend just
I'm trying to think
today
if anybody
he
has
bought
like
flamin' hot
a criminal
Mountain Dew.
background that would know the way
That
that
sounds
this sort of thing would go down.
Oh,
The
you
closest
didn't
I
get,
get is
You didn't
Andy
get,
Cat
like,
hot
any-
like the destructions, like don't
Those
talk
are the
to
best. I
Frankie
grew up on
and the
those,
left
yeah.
house on the
and that's
third
about as
row
far
with
as I get.
So
Yeah.
the most that you got was that Jarlaxle told you that the tournament, like the slots in the tournament, were filled by someone named Nazca Urgray, and he is essentially like one of Dedru's lieutenants who sort of handles running the fighting tournament. And so,
and Dedru's the eyeball.
yeah. But based on you guys' research and what you've been looking into, you do know, or you think that, like, you're under, like, essentially, like, under the gaze of Dedru, like, from what's been happening with Reaper and everything else.
Are we safe inside of hallowed ground right now?
So beholders are not fiends, but within
Aberrations?
their aberrations.
That would
So
still. I think fiends, aberrations, undead.
they're not allowed to. I don't know. I've always thought of aberrations as like aliens or
Person just got
I don't
Any-
It would be the same thing as the Hallow spell. What is that? Celestials, elementals, fae, fiends, and undead. Okay.
So aberrations.
Not aberrations.
All right. So yeah, you're on hallowed ground, so you're safe from. At least you're safe from demons. Like no fiendish, no devils.
Brad keeps him on the column.
Yeah, he would like summon it in the temple, and then it would immediately be.
What are we doing right now? Just kind of hanging out.
We are talking about going to find Nazca.
Yeah,
Are we hanging out at the temple?
you're at the temple, right? So
Everybody in their rooms or something?
there's one room. There's not.
Another person.
I don't know. 'Cause let's
Split
play
up.
this game.
We're all
Yeah.
just in like-
Yeah.
How big is this room?
I mean, it's like a dormitory, like huge, like community with like 12 beds. So you guys are either,
Some monks.
yeah, you're
And certain girls have a different room.
you're bunking with monks. No, there's one room for
Okay.
for everybody.
Like, where is Chris at?
So the Discord conversation said that we would have slept in the tiny hut. So Chris would be within the tiny hut with everybody else, and once we come to consciousness and Chris leaves the hut and the hut is gone, but the hut is within the community room. I don't know if like pushed beds together or like slept on bedrolls or what, but either way, long rest was taken within the tiny hut, and the tiny hut was within the community room inside the Temple of Lathander. But I will say, as you guys come to consciousness, Abe, I know that you are normally the first up because of your morning sort of ritual.
Lavender.
Yeah. So if you come to consciousness, you do hear downstairs in the sort of main entrance to the temple, there is some sort of like singing happening, like, you know, just sort of a liturgical hum. Like you can tell that some form of service or worship is happening currently, and it's just starting to like peek into dawn. So
I'm gonna go down there.
all right, cool. So you head down, and coming down the stairs, you see all of the beautiful like imagery of the Dawn Father, the golden sun breaching the horizon, in the corners with these like streaks of golden light, also depicting sunshine. And then you see like these different scenes of like healthy babies being born and like baskets overflowing with fish, all the different like, you know, imagery of Lathander.
Abundance.
Yeah, and there is also an area where it's sort of still in disarray. It's been kind of broken, but it's not broken to the point where it's like just open to the outside. It's just kind of crumbled rock. And in the temple, you see there's a small gathering, about a couple dozen worshippers and disciples. You also see Keeper Yuli. He's standing at the front of the temple at the altar, and it seems that he is holding a small child. So based on your sort of like familiarity with the church and your work, you understand that this is like a ceremony for a newborn, and they're essentially like will be like equivalent to like a christening for a Catholic, but this is for the Church of Lathander. And so Father Yuli is like speaking blessings over the child, while the rest of the church is sort of just like singing and kind of like holding space for this event. And say also make a perception check for me.
Question: do they
Yep.
baptize them with pancake syrup?
I hope so. I would.
I mean, Abe has been sort of
Absolutely.
like
What is perception?
over this
Is he the
whole
only one
reforming.
I think I even have perception. No, I'm a +0 on perception.
I mean, it's his like flavor. So, and he's
Remember how good I was perceiving last time?
yeah.
I'm right there.
Oh wow. So, 4. Okay.
The music is
Yeah.
transcendent. I'm trying to debate whether or not I should be summoning a cup of coffee yet.
Mm-hmm.
I don't feel like it would be appropriate in a baptism for me to be slurping on some coffee. So I'm just sort of like,
Yeah.
maybe I don't want coffee, but I love this. And
You're
so
caught up.
that's really the only
Yeah.
thing that's going on right now.
Maybe you
Yeah.
summon the pancake syrup.
You caught up in the spirit. You got the
Yeah.
the hands out like
I'm enjoying what's going on.
yeah.
and I have decided not to have my coffee.
You went 2 hands up this morning. So you're
Yeah, I
you're
went
starting to turn.
Ooh, I was feeling the spirit.
Yeah. But yeah, that's pretty much what you pick up going down there.
If you make Yuli into some freaking bad guy who's gonna like eat babies or something, I'm gonna.
Yeah.
Well, first, Abe's gonna kill him.
Mouth
Second,
split. No, you see his jaw split.
see, I have PTSD because Logan is watching an anime right now.
Right.
F. Oh,
What is it?
Promised Neverland.
the Promised
Oh,
Neverland.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, it is screwed up.
Yeah. Well,
So anytime I hear about people just being nice to little kids right now, I'm like, "What you doing?
what are you doing?
What are you doing?
Are you being creepy, man?
This ain't Peter Pan.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so that's all you see. So are you coming down the stairs? You're joining this?
Yeah, I'm joining the group.
server? Okay, cool. All right.
Maybe I can make it go faster so I can get some coffee."
True that. So as this is happening and you're sitting there kind of like caught up in the moment, you do hear a loud like at the giant doors to the temple. And then you hear a voice come out from behind the doors. Father Yuli, we need to speak with you. And Father Yuli is this is post ritual, so he's already like returned the child to her mother.
I am not shiny
blessed them.
so I am in a tabard.
Yeah.
I am not wearing my armor. I'm not wearing my helmet. I'm
No.
not shiny.
No grave on your back. You
I've got
just
a white square tabard.
gotcha.
You mean a?
No.
So Father Yuli approaches the door and he opens and he says, Dawn Father, blessing to you. How may I be of service? And make another perception check.
I'm gonna be over at the baptismal pool, sort of not facing away, just with the corner of my eye.
You're
Second one goes
looking out.
Like this. Like this.
Yes.
It's what goes underneath the armor.
More perception. Sorry, it takes me a minute to find that. I was way more perceptive that time. 12.
12? Okay. So you kind of like peeking over your shoulder at these individuals that are through the door, and you can make out that this does appear to be a detachment from the city guard, and your kind of your antennas are like peaked a little bit because you know the previous day the situation that you guys were in with the cloak tower. So at this point in the morning, after the ritual is finished, the rest of the group probably will be coming to consciousness and waking up. Chris wakes up, stretches a little bit, and she exits the bubble, and it dissipates. So all you guys are kind of abruptly waking up by the like light breaking in as these like huge cathedral windows in the temple in the common room are just like thrown open, and through the like stained glass with all the beautiful imagery. Yeah, bright sun. So Abe, you hear Father Yuli say, Don Father's blessing. Don Father's blessing to you. How can I help? And the what appears to be the leader of this particular detachment speaks up, and he says, "We have reason to believe there are individuals here that are being housed that have committed a great crime against the cloak tower.
What now?
We need to come in and inspect your.
Do crap to the cloak tower.
Well,
We need to come in and inspect your
This
temple."
present.
And say Father Yuli, he is he seems like it. Actually, make a insight check, and if you're
I do not have any.
interested, if not, then Father Yuli kind of
16.
hesitates. Okay, yeah, you would tell he's a little like concerned, but he seems to be willing to cooperate I don't know what was. I don't remember if it was communicated to him that like, hey, we're like on the run.
I didn't tell him we had a problem with the cloak tower, but we did
Right.
say that we were on the run and we needed a place to hide out.
Right. So he
Far around on here.
What were we gonna say?
he hesitates for a second, and then he invites them in, and he sort of like shoots a like very like, you need to like figure something out, like look over to you. He's like,
How do I play this? Do I go up, summon coffee for everybody and charm them with my charmy charm? Or do I sidle out of the room and tell everybody to go jump down the garbage smasher on the detention level?
so probably Yuli, being the wise individual that he is, he does take them, he brings them in, and he kind of like shows them around the room, and then he takes them into the basement area of the temple, and where kind of like there's, you know, food storage and things of that nature first, and then give.
As soon as they go down the stairs, I'm gonna bolt back to
Okay.
the room. Guys! The cops are here. We got a blaze. Quick.
Why are they here?
I'm gonna hit myself.
If we get out the door, I've been in this temple a
Wisdom
bunch
saving
now.
throw.
I was here for a whole week. Like, do I know if there's a back door?
Yeah, you know, there's actually a door, the main door in the front, the two large like presentational doors, and then on the same ground level there are there's a door that leads outside, and also a door that leads down to the cellar for like taking in shipments of whatever comes in.
Is that where they went?
That's where they went. They went down below.
Can you like lock that door?
So, say again.
Can you like lock that door and barricade it somehow?
Good. You would be locking Father Yuli down there as well, but
They could play it off like, oh, that door always locks when
yeah,
it
this
closes. That
dang
freaking
door. Yeah.
That's a good idea.
Actually, can we?
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
All right. So as we run downstairs, you had that idea. Do you want to do it?
Yes.
Okay.
All right.
As we're running downstairs, I'm trying to take everyone to the back door.
I'm over here just. I'm gonna go barricade the door. See, I'll meet you at the door or something.
Why
I'm
barricade?
Don't
serious.
barricade it. Just lock it.
I'm also
there
serious.
a lock
I'm
or is
like,
it barricaded?
I'm like in
You-
ethereal plane.
So you get you take a point of damage and then roll a wisdom. You fail you on purpose fail your wisdom saving throw, so Reaper vanishes. And
Okay. Bye, Reap.
Yeah, I run it. I just go lock it.
been a,
You got
it's been a
PTSD
week.
about the cops or something?
It's been a real week for Reaper.
We just rested. We're all good. Everyone chill. We run from the cops before. We've been running from the cops since we were 17.
Actually,
All right. So yeah. And Chris looks around. She's like, oh, what the Reap?
Reap just disappeared.
Don't have time for this. And then she
Andrew, you go throw the lock on the or throw the
the
deadbolt
lock for the deadbolt.
on that door.
Can I get?
Alright.
Okay.
I really hope
I'm just
not.
gonna do this in y'all's permission. I'm just gonna get the first chair and just like shove it under the door handle,
okay.
just because I can.
So
Hang
there.
on. Locking the door gives Father Yuli a plausible explanation
Oh, that's
to
true.
get the cops to kind of de-escalate. A chair stuck under the door is hard to explain.
Okay, I'll just lock it then.
Yeah.
Other kids here. It
Okay.
could be a project prank.
There's no kids here. It's a monastery.
I'm also,
There's a newborn kid.
Yeah,
I'm
the
also,
baby
like,
toddle on over. and-
watching all of y'all at the same time, just like
So as he throws the bolt, I'm like, that door. Get.
Yeah. So what's the order that you guys are exiting the?
I'll go
The
first.
temple.
I'll go. Okay,
I'm
you
gonna
go
open
first.
the door and try to get people to go through. So
I'll
I'm
go
gonna go
first because
last.
it's
Okay.
cops, and I'm like,
I'll go
You-
second.
You going first?
Actually, I'll go last.
Fred, where are you going?
All right. And
I'm in
Reaper, where are you
disguise,
at?
so
Are you following them out? Like
I can actually
on
walk
your-
through anything.
yeah. So your etherealness. Where's your etherealness heading?
Just wherever they're at.
Okay, so you're following them,
I'm just
but
following
I
them,
go
but
last
I'm like,
because-
I can literally like.
you're a whisper.
I'm last because I'm holding the door.
All right.
This is my temple. So you go
Who's,
second last.
I'll go second last.
Who's
because-
first? First out, 0.
Are the cops waiting outside the back door too?
Well, you can't go out the back door. The back door is like through the downstairs, through the.
Well, I thought you said there was a back door, a cellar door, and a front door.
So there's a cellar door that comes out the back,
so there's
and
not a bathroom in here, right? so I can use the excuses. I need the bathroom.
I'm sorry. There's a
Leaving the building, honey, that would be
I'm going to the woods. I'm going to the woods. Run.
there
issues.
there is a back door. There's a back door and a cellar door. I'm sorry.
Yeah, we're going to the back door.
Okay, so you're going out the back door. All right. And heading out the back. And where are you all? Which direction are you heading in?
I don't know. To the turn.
For lack of any understanding of where else to go, let's go back to the hole.
Okay.
Daddy, I'm still hungry.
Well, buddy, that's too. I'm sorry.
Like
It's time for.
That is, I was just thinking,
That's just sophisticated over there.
Mhm.
Is your name embroidered on it
you
too?
need like a bubble pipe. Yeah.
I'm the master of eating everything.
All right, buddy.
Me too.
Good night.
I think I took that title
Same.
a long time ago, man.
I'm
That's
supposed to be jealous.
I took that name from you real quick. Right quick.
It's Cannon being silly.
All right.
All right. So
Yeah, I think we should run back. I mean, Fred's not here. He said he would just do whatever we wanted.
Right, we're gonna do a tournament.
Freaking Reaper just disappeared. I just sort of say to the air, Reaper, we're going back to that freaking hole. I don't know where you are, man.
So does Reaper just appear in the hole?
I don't know, but that's where we're going. I'm heading back to that. So we have to go back over to that other area where the bridge is, and then back across the whole thing.
Filled in for
okay. So Zero, as you're heading out the back door, as the first one out, can you make a roll a perception check for me?
No, I cannot. But
Okay.
I will anyways.
See, convince her to have kids. No, I'm just kidding.
I don't know. How's
If
a
any
10?
child-
How's a 10 going?
Okay, that's not bad.
I got half 20.
Yeah,
It definitely.
it's not terrible.
It might be my
It's,
daughter.
I'm in mad rush, so I'm just like,
Right. So you look out, you kind of like look both ways. Coast is clear, and then you begin heading out. You go out the door. It would be
like
to
as
the
soon as
left.
I'm like on the main street though, I kind of like chill out, just walking like I belong there.
Right.
I'll run away.
Okay.
I'm gonna wait until the time is right.
Right.
Do you take
So-
damage while you're in there, or is it just the immediate thing?
It's just the immediate thing.
That's cool.
I can pretty much go wherever I want.
Could you go all the way back to Longsaddle?
Probably. I can until I'm like I come out of it. I can go pretty much wherever I want and through anything.
It's for the day. So at the end of the day, you would
Oh yeah, I mean yeah, it's like.
Shunt
And
it
I can
out.
only do it like once too.
also, if you end like
Once per long
if that ends while you're like within a wall or something like that, you do take damage. So just keep that in mind. You can pass through solid, but if you end your etherealness within solid, you take bludgeoning damage. Yeah, and then you get pushed out. Like
Thanks. DM.
I mean, what if you just ended it in like 100-foot air, like above the tree?
I'll make sure that I'm safe.
there's also some suck to that too. Yeah. So as Abe, as you're heading out, you begin to hear like on the cellar door like banging, and they're like, "Open this door!"
Like in John's castle.
You kind of hear the guards like starting to make a bit of noise about it, and then sort of, as a split second, like within a few seconds, the front door to the temple pushes open again, and you notice like quickly there's a individual, another guard. This is the higher ranking like leader who was speaking to Father Yuli initially, standing at the front door to the temple, and he looks at the door that's heading into the cellar, and then he looks towards you as you're heading out the back door. So as you're running out, like you kind of like see him, and then you close the door, and you guys rush out around
Okay.
the back.
Damn,
All right.
I was hoping we could get away clean.
Clean break.
Told you it's smart.
Are you trying to on-rails us into the jail right now, man?
Go to jail.
I just want to get back to the freaking underground tournament.
All right, so you guys are heading towards the chasm district. I need everybody to roll a stealth check,
Dude, I am.
and I think
I don't do stealth.
Abe and Rocky are at disadvantage.
Even me.
I got a 7.
7.
17.
That was more.
I got a 5.
5.
I'm an 8.
Because technically, I am not within this.
Did you roll twice? Okay.
Oh yeah, actually,
You
you're
took the
quick. You
worst,
don't have to
right?
roll. Let's see. Chris.
You did.
Yeah, we're not. I mean, walking down the street with Rocky and I was like, clang, 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 clang.
Ooh,
I have +4.
No, I put it on when we went back into the room.
Oh,
I have +4, but
Chris rolled an 11.
17, let's go. I'm like, you see me?
And so, as you guys are like clanking along and running, Chris is like, stop. We have got to like fix our appearance and blend in. And the way that we look right now, we're going to tip off anybody that sees us. So, like everybody kind of group up, and then she begins like tracing some sigils, and then she sings a song about we're gonna seem like something else, and she casts seeming. And
One of these things is not like.
what does the group want to look like? Because we can
As
change the
boring
appearance?
as possible.
Okay.
Boy band.
Boy band? Yep.
Old ladies that nobody pays attention to.
Yeah, I like old ladies.
Yeah.
I feel like a boy band people might be interested in.
Yeah,
Okay.
ladies, old ladies.
I want to highlight.
bunch of old ladies.
Bunch of old ladies. All right. You got it. Bunch of old ladies of differing heights. So there's one like really short old lady.
It's true.
She's about a foot taller than you are though. Just like a little bit taller than you, old lady. And then
Do I turn into like one like
everybody else is like maybe a foot shorter. Abe will probably be a foot shorter if he's an old lady.
Wait, is mine just a completely built old lady?
Rocky, no, you would look normal size.
Okay.
Yeah, this would change your or disguise your physical appearance, clothing, all of that. Disguise any weaponry you have, and then you can be 1 foot taller or shorter. So,
Well,
yep.
it's nice to be out looking at the city as old ladies.
All right.
It's so nice that we have this outing together with my old lady club from the Black Lake District.
Yeah, ever since you started this, Edith, I was just thinking it was such a
Isn't it
wonderful.
fun?
Yeah, you know.
Since we killed, I mean all our husbands died.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
not for us to spend time.
Ooh, you had to bring it up again. Oh,
That old goat had it coming.
it's you old man.
I'm just on the other side laughing.
All right, so Abe, with deception check with
I do all things
advantage.
that I do not do.
Well, you started speaking up first, so
That's not creepy. Roll charisma check.
yeah. And with advantage, so Chris is helping you. Okay, 18. So you guys walk out, and people are taking a strong notice of you. They're like, "Oh, that's nice, that's sweet. This is it's nice to see that like these old women are not just like shut in and like not doing anything. Like they're together, hanging out. Everybody like kind of like, oh, that's beautiful. I wonder. I wish my grandmother would do that.
We had a corpse. We're definitely gonna have a corpse buddy.
You need a corpse.
We should all have identical.
I mean, every person you see is a potential corpse, so keep that in mind.
There's
Like-
your old master. You can go back and get his body.
Oh yeah, you can't
He
waste
doesn't
materials.
really have a body.
Oh, you got eaten.
He got like his head blew up as
I'll
well.
have to get the head out and reattach it.
I don't know if that's possible.
Yeah.
Actually, there was a D&D short on that. It's a recapitation station. You can actually just use a simple spell mend
Uh-huh.
to put a head back on the body. And then cast Revivify or Reanimation or whatever you cast.
Oh wow.
It'd be like heat out and not.
You know, new character.
All right, so
It have to be said.
I don't know if mend is supposed to connect two things that have been like broken or ripped. So I think it would have to be the same thing.
okay.
So sorry, the
We can't
cop showed up
Frankenstein.
at the temple. Is
The
that
cop showed up to the temple.
Mhm.
We locked most of them down in the basement, hoping that Father Yuli would feel laid off that like the door locks when you slam it too hard or something. And we all bolted out the back door, but at the last second, the cop saw me.
Yeah.
And so Chris turned us all into little ladies.
But the cops saw us turn the old ladies, or no?
No. Well, we don't know that the cops saw us turn into old ladies. We were a couple blocks away.
We don't think they knew.
I don't think so.
I know we look like something else, but do we sound like something else?
That depends on your deception check. You talk. So you don't think Lake would be good? Like, I'm delivering a performance to him and old lady.
And they all thought that was stupid. I was all like,
You know.
dude.
No, I probably like him. Like with his horn and stuff. That was so loud.
Oh, so
Does the illusion
Actually, that's
cover
a good-
sound?
that's a good point. I don't
Like,
think it does, but
like it could be 3 and 3% not 3.
Yeah, now
so the scale of this, it disguises physical appearance.
you're out.
Crap.
It doesn't magically change your voice.
Yo,
It-
stop talking.
No,
I think it does.
I think it's like,
We can just be like, Abe's lady has on like a bunch of like gaudy jewelry. So as she like walks and she's like clanking around,
And actually,
like that old lady with like rings on every finger, and you know,
My old lady plays the tambourine.
probably.
It's actually like Robin Hood, the cartoon, like where he's the he plays the elderly woman in that one part, and then he plays the art, like main thing
Yeah,
towards the end, and, like he's in different,
right.
like you're gonna have to like use your skills.
Yep.
A little water later.
All right.
you know,
So
no, so.
as you're heading down the street, and so say whole group make a perception check.
Vision,
Natural
intimidation,
20.
Athletics, animal handling.
I got a
You're animal handling.
natural 2.
Natural perception.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn, my perception. It is like universal that I roll terrible perception. It is not perception. I rolled a 2.
2.
I also
20.
rolled 2.
I'm like concentrating on how to make my sound sound like a
Zero.
clangy old lady
18.
sound.
I'm just trying to keep up.
Really confused about what a clangy old lady would sound like, so I'm not really paying attention to anything.
Yeah. It's like, should I
You're just
talk
trying to
more?
like,
Should I talk more about my shopping habit, or should I talk more? So, Zero and Rocky, you do see coming from around the corner, like you guys have kind of made your way through some back alleys and then gone into disguise yourself and then come out back onto a main street, like in the sort of marketplace, and then now you're heading in the direction of the Chasm District. As you are going out, you do see come around one of the corners a individual that is to Zero very familiar, and this person gives you a like just burning rage. You see them and you are like immediately filled with like this.
be cool, Henrietta.
And he comes around the corner and then he points directly in your direction. He points directly at you. And he says, "You. So I see you decided to return."
He's a little old lady.
And you just
He saw through it.
We don't know.
What do you do?
Wait, don't you have 2 layers of guys on right now, though?
yeah, just
Old lady and then Death
Or
Guard.
maybe you have a problem with leaves. Play it off. Play it off. Deception.
Is he pointing directly?
Pointing directly at you.
Deception.
Play it off.
Play it off. You can do you, man, but
Lightning uppercut.
And the individual is, in fact, Sergeant Leonard. You recognize the individual who you saw abusing a elderly homeless person, and you took action to stop him, and this were forced to go AWOL from your post.
Who, me?
I'm
None of us know this.
not gonna try to do an old lady voice, but in game, because my everyday talkies and I can't.
You just had talkies. Oh
But I could like, right?
Is he by himself?
yeah, he was by himself. Yeah, so it's just him coming in the corner. He points at Zero.
I'm just gonna stalk around him.
Okay.
I'm put my old lady arm around
Because I
Zero.
know it's
Henrietta,
I'm like waiting for him to do something. So.
I'm swinging my purse threateningly back and forth.
Okay.
Something I don't know who
He's too
Hey.
game does.
What is it, the Ferris Bueller, right? What is it? I'm gonna be caught down not by that way.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna be like, I
So
don't
what do
know
you-
who you are. Who can you remind my old mind?
Remind me if you. And then after that, he says, "Archers, ready your bows." And he points to the side streets.
We're just getting old ladies out for a day in the city. Have lunch.
Save your deception for one who is not able to do such things.
Ah, crap.
I'm gonna use dimension.
Dimension door? Okay.
DHS?
He already did.
Oh.
Uh-huh.
He's not actually here.
Now there's like 3 of us left.
And so I'm gonna scream, "Gigs up, y'all! Run!" Dimension door, and saying that I was mostly speaking to you. Come back. And
Can't you take one person with you?
It's one person.
But when we jump the
Yeah,
library,
but they were grabbing onto me, so therefore it was.
You get that one with Dimension door.
It was. But you said holy on.
So,
guess
I can
you
misty
can't
step.
move.
He cannot misty step.
Oh, thank you.
I guess I.
hold on to.
You're gone. Fred, you can teleport or something. Teleport, misty step, dimension door. You have some other way.
well, who would zero
GTFO?
grab? Well, I mean, like in the panic of the moment, like who would you grab? Because you don't. I mean, you don't have this time to really push. But do you even know which old lady is which? Did you memorize which? It's not. I'm very sure. Did you memorize that?
And all of our backstories.
Grab some random person.
Yeah, like wait,
Why
I guess
would
roll
you
like
just-
a D.
Would you
Six?
just and just like
Roll a D6.
reflexively?
And we'll
Just,
just say it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 for Chris. 1, 2, you grab Leif.
which
1, 2, 3.
You wouldn't grab yourself.
Yes, I will grab myself.
No.
Where are all these archers? Are they all like
Oh,
in
yeah.
one specific spot?
yeah, make a perception check.
So if you dimension door, this is an idea.
we're like on the streets and their buildings are like pointing to ways.
Yeah, essentially. 19? Yeah, so you, from the aerial plane, like, you begin to kind of, like, float around and you kind of start seeing, like, these individuals coming out from the alleys,
I don't
like,
they know you're there, so it's a little bit extra.
flanking on each side, come out of 2 alleys on each side. There are,
We don't want to fight the guard anyway. We're working for the guard.
Yeah.
Yeah, you are. You're part of the Longsaddle Legends, aren't you? We're in a contract.
actually,
I got a
it's a
pile of money.
19.
We're working for the guard.
Y'all were in that room while you made it. Outside.
You're part of the gang.
They want me dead.
We know that. That's why you've been hiding.
You're part of the.
They know I'm here.
Oh, yeah, GTFO, man. Do you mention door thing?
How far away is the guard? The one that I'm going down now.
Don't kill the bolts.
I can only go 500 feet. Meaning if
Yeah.
500 feet away. Then that means I can't make.
okay, so Reaper, you notice these, archers, and you dimension door going where?
Where?
Way.
In the direction of the Chasm District?
Like the direction towards.
Okay,
And preferably.
back to the,
There's like a roof that I could like, go on top.
Mhm.
Like, so there I can catch up from there.
oh yeah, yeah, you can find a roof.
Dang
So I got Leif and.
Right. Betty.
You got a big blades?
I've got
the
Betty.
little
Oh my
lady.
gosh.
Hey!
Well, we won.
Okay.
All right, so
You
you
ability.
have any ability other than
I need to roll.
So
wisdom.
Chris sees Zero like look panic, grab Blake, and Chris is gonna put her hand on Rocky and point same direction and chin door right behind you. And so now those four are on the roof of 2-story and looking down onto the street. Let's see. What's everybody else doing? Fred, you're still ethereal, and Abe, you are
I am going
Alright,
to
so.
Still ready.
Alright, what just happened?
Missy Step.
So me, Chris, Leif, and Rocky dimension were to a building.
No,
Chris did.
Chris grabbed you.
nearby building, right? Am I able to see where they went?
Actually, that's yeah.
Can you?
Chris would have taken Fred.
the scene
I'm sorry,
right now?
Rocky.
It's okay. So I'm still here.
Playing, yeah, I was sort of big gaming saying that it took Rocky because you would have a harder time, but relationship wise, Chris would have definitely grabbed Fred.
But
Or
Fred
a-
would have magic.
Right.
To hopefully dimension door himself.
I'm gonna, like I said, I'm gonna pop up in front of this guy.
Okay.
We rolling.
Wisdom saving throw.
Yes. Roll a wisdom save if you're attempting to exit etherealness.
That's
Oh, I was 17.
17. Okay. So you use to exit the ethereal plane, and you apparate right in front of this individual, Sergeant Leonard. And he looks at you. I mean, you're just yourself. You don't have any disguise or anything like that. And he turns his head and he's like, "Oh, one of the Death Guard. Interesting." And he draws his blade. So, I mean, at that point, everybody roll initiative.
I did say I ran into Reaper.
You run up to Reaper?
Yeah.
Yeah. Right now, I'll say 30 feet closer than what it would be. Like, I'll give you one turn of movement as that flash action. Hey, would you want to up as
I was
well?
gonna misty step right in front of the guy.
Okay, so
That's
he's
close enough.
yeah. Right now he's about like 90 feet from you guys.
So you sprint and then this.
Yeah, I would have to dash and misty step if I'm gonna get in front of him.
You got 20.
But I was
Oh, nice.
thinking to him, larger range of
All right. All right. Lee.
If we beat this out, we're killing. We kind of lose our contract with.
Wait, did he follow?
He followed you.
Oh.
Initiative.
you get out behind. Sorry. We linked us. He's in front of us, right? We were headed toward the sewers.
Right.
Yeah, I get in front
And
of
you
him.
get in front of us.
He's behind you. He's between you and the church right now. So
Oh,
He's
so
behind.
you yelled at from behind.
he stepped out and yelled from behind.
Oh, so we just run for it.
The two of us are four of us already have, right?
Pretty much.
Or Reaper's right next to the guy.
And me.
Can you like?
So does he know we're up on the building?
You don't know. They just disappeared and reappeared on the top of the building. So the guards and that individual are gonna have to like roll to try to see where you guys appeared in the visible range. So
Can you get me some water too?
I can talk to this guy.
What?
So I'm just gonna hang tight. I'm gonna flat on the ground or ceiling and just hope they don't see me.
lay down, make a stealth check.
Oh no. Oh no
Are you like me with?
have some. I got her. She was like, hey!
Like just surprise it.
I call and yell
Just
out.
like,
It's like,
damn.
oh.
Yeah. You don't lay down something, you fall down.
I'm tempted to lay down, but I trip on the way and it just doesn't go well.
Yeah. All right.
You rest on the mobile version.
Rest. I don't know. All right. So Reaper, you got a 20 initiative roll.
Let me say something to this guy.
Okay.
I think we should.
I'm gonna tell him.
I'm running towards him.
I think we should.
I'm gonna tell him he smells like the sewer his master lives in.
Oh.
If he wants to do a better job at disguising himself, so he makes himself look more like a person.
Well, we're good.
And I'm also gonna say your illusion stuff.
Whoa.
Okay.
Burn.
So wait, you said.
Burn.
Is it your mother smells of Alabama?
Is the lyric smell?
And I
This is
can
Monty Python
sense the
song.
fear in this.
Did you say that as well?
Was your mother a hamster? Your father smelled elderberry.
I don't know these.
That's when they're friends, right?
Mm-hmm.
Rocky.
I want to get
14.
friends with you now. Just because.
You're the nicest.
Let's go. And I got for Chris. 12.
Why
Let's,
is there a can up there?
Look at this.
nice.
Good beer doesn't come with
So who all raining?
Just remember that.
Chris, Zero, Fred, and Blake
Okay.
are all. So pretty much all of the full
I'm
casters.
running.
All right. Yeah.
I'm
Okay.
running towards Reaper.
Why? He can disappear you.
Yeah,
You don't know that.
Can only do it. Yeah, everybody, like, you know.
He abandoned us in the temple.
And you? I was still there.
We didn't know that. You evaporated. Just like I said, the guy showed up. And so,
I had a way out.
what's anything?
Say goodbye.
I'm a good person too. I'm a paladin, but I'm also an alive paladin.
All right, Fred, you are up first. 23.
I know. I was like, what time I want to win initiative?
Okay.
20.
You defer last.
Yeah. Wait. Okay. First of all, how much do we know? We got 0 1, but we don't know anything beyond that, right?
Right. What would you have told them? That's
I think we talked about it.
Well, it was what I told them. And what I told them was, me and an officer had a three-man argument, and I therefore quit.
okay.
And not that I almost killed him, and escaped. Barely in my life.
So that's what you guys know.
And I'm a retired veteran, and the reason people knew because I left without doing the paperwork.
Right.
And you're still an old lady for them.
Yeah. Essentially.
Or
Do
what?
you drop down to concentration, or does it just
Nope.
Well, you did do Dimension Door, which is a foundation.
Dimension door is
I
not
don't think it's
not
also
concentration.
dimension door.
Also, oddly enough, seeming is not concentration. It is just hours of you an old lady.
Yeah. Old age. This should not.
Oh, you know what's even worse than watching a young halfling playing
Maybe the witch.
Yeah. Seriously, I wonder if the crowd around will start to get mad at the guard. Like,
We shouldn't have done it. We should have saved.
yeah, would the guards have actually shot arrows at old ladies?
Well, I feel like Sir White.
We can still start right.
Sorry, is Fred on the ground? Or,
It got dimension doored up to the top of the roof with this.
who's all up for us?
Late Chris, you.
I know what I'm gonna do.
Okay, I'm gonna talk to 0, and not trying to bully at all, but I'll 0. We should stop and explain things. I'm sure we can work out the misunderstanding. We should talk about paperwork and lay down our weapons and surrender and we should just get all this worked out and sure that we can come to an understanding, given that we're leaving the city. So,
I'm towards starting a riot personally.
well, Fred.
It seems fun.
Well, I am. I want to light place, burn the place to the ground, but Fred doesn't like.
Yeah, finally, Fred.
Fred wants to he just wants to He didn't want to leave. Like when the police were on their way to Cyber, he was like,
Oh.
it's just.
Andrew, you
What?
you have a mini?
No.
He brought a mini that we were on.
Okay.
But don't take our break. We'd like to show you a mini that you may be able to fix.
So,
And bring the mini that won't be.
Oh yeah.
All right.
I was so
so
confused.
I was just like, talking to you, Fred. I'm like, Fred, I'm gonna put it straight up to you. That's a lie. There's no paperwork. Okay?
Yeah. Why do they here to tell you?
Maybe you sit there. It was live stuff. If you want to feel hear the story, I'll tell you later. But now, that guy should not be alive.
Excuse me.
Because
Cut.
There we go. Yeah.
Oh, I see. We should just run away and we can just escape and then.
He's alive. He wants to dead.
All right.
He knows where I am.
Why?
yeah, you guys want
Well, he's in sewers anyway, so he won't find us there.
And also, did we hear what Reese about him not being
Oh.
human?
Pressure mini.
Is Reaper's bluffing? Or do you smell him or something?
Hands are open.
Did you hear what Reaper said about the guy checking out human? Or that?
His hands are forced?
I had to reconfigure this because
Oh snap!
His hands are.
Is this the building on top of?
I know that it looks like
Or is it that?
so this is the guys who are on the second story. So imagine you were on a roof right here. Actually, let's see if they'll. It's right there.
buildings and most
Some structural engineering.
up there. It's
Yeah.
like
All right. So
I think we have some things here.
Rocky.
Here.
Like that.
yeah.
And we are some of the stores.
You die.
I make
So you got a archer here. There's Archer. He's
So it's gonna work.
Yep.
Oh, nice.
This is asleep.
you got it.
Yeah. So
Pretty fit.
that wasn't my bad. I didn't. Okay, so you are C.
Is this like an add-on purchase?
Yes.
That sounds impressive.
What's
the spell, but it doesn't. It's like a journal, but the paper's very leather.
It's designed to look like a sword, you know.
My friend has some crossing all the time.
So
Are
I was
you
like,
holding your turn? Or are you switching your
Yeah, I
initiative?
talk, or I used my turn to just
To
try
talk.
to just say we give up.
It's another archer. So you tell Zero that we should just give up.
Yeah, and there was like, no, I lied, and this guy should be lied. And
So that's your turn, a Reaper. It's now your turn. Before initiative, you saw this individual that you saw with the weird hands drop his weapon and keep that sort of unnaturally like reversed grip on his blade. And when he unsheathes it, it's this like really bright, radiant glow. And yeah, that's what you see.
this is my turn.
Your turn.
Alright. How far? So that's an archer, right?
One right there.
Yeah.
Yep.
How far away am I?
15 feet. You are up to the toe with the sergeant.
Toe to toe, sergeant.
it's like a street,
Yeah.
and then they're on the alleys.
I mean,
Yep. Basically.
I've got markers. So
this is just a regular die 20.
Yeah.
It's a regular die 20,
I
right?
did it in order to like.
And it rolls a die 20.
Well, you could just touch it right now. No shit, you got
like
right.
I can do.
Yeah.
Yeah, die 20.
It's wow. And then
I can do that. Alright.
you can go around.
Okay.
Alright. Alright, bro, what are you doing?
Okay. So between this guy and if it's that.
Between the two of them?
Yeah, these two right here. You said that's probably right there.
Between you and him,
So there's like a
15.
wall.
And there's a building here.
Okay, never mind.
Oh, different land.
That's it. Fallen.
Okay.
No, and John Parable.
You got
A little bit more. Just like
use
this.
stuff.
Yes, I have to live by those, right? Yes, I did.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Another one is right
I
there.
got it.
Where do you want to work away?
Negative 1 energy and down.
What is that, dude?
It says more than
Third power.
More than-
Fingers, yeah, that was cool.
more
So I
than 30
control like
feet
all of them.
between them.
Awesome.
Definitely.
Okay, so I'm just gonna.
Why
Alright.
is Fred's character just on some here?
Yes.
50.
Yeah, we only had one sword.
Alright, I'm
Yeah,
gonna
that's
wing
what
wall.
you haven't taken.
Okay.
Oh, okay, so
Yeah.
That guy and that guy.
No, no,
Yep. I'll be like,
added fly and I
You cast wind wall?
yeah.
Yeah,
Alright.
and take your gold off.
I already did that. I paid for both.
That's a third level.
I don't
Okay.
have lightning.
I have not been in contact with them.
Reaper, you are now trading on Windwall.
Like you're sorry, we put it.
I know this guy's your turn.
So where are you placing the Windwall?
So I'm going to like
60 feet, I think.
it's like 50.
50.
So I'm like put it here,
Mm-hmm.
and then so I'm here. I think I can put it here.
Interposing. There.
Like,
Wow. What's that?
my wind wall. It lasts for a minute,
I'll say that you can sort of.
and I just slam him with it.
So what does this look like? Do you like swing sword and a tornado comes up like
I
that?
haven't drawn my sword yet, but I'm gonna like just bring up this wall of wind, and I'm just gonna be like,
So yeah, that's your 50 feet long.
if I want, I can
Get your bone action still.
You can do it.
I can hit him with it. That's it. Yeah, I can do.
Strength saving throw. All right.
And it's like,
What's your AC?
well, the strength save is a 13,
13. Okay. So your succeeds and the 2 arch both fail.
and it's so they'll take 3 die of damage, but half like so he's half of 4.
Okay. I'll roll damage for that. And Chris on deck, and then Z. Z up next.
This is
Wild.
like,
Chaos, I think does Chaos Bolt. Is
Yeah.
wild.
Yeah.
Because you roll 2d8s,
You're.
and that's the same damage, just 2 different types. You kind of
Yeah.
the arms up.
Diamond like everyone.
Oh. Oh yeah. I have some.
sorry.
Live some minutes pure, I think.
Oh.
It's weird.
We ordered 2 of them and both of them, so it's weird.
14. Alright, so the 2 take 14,
Yeah. I try to tinker it in.
and then the sergeant takes half. So the 2 take 14 full.
So 14
and
for the
then-
2 archers and then 7 for Sergeant Leonard. Nice. All right. So 14. Also take 14. Alright, pretty good. Your turn.
You had that spell for like minutes. Really.
So I still have like action and a bonus, right?
You have your bonus action and movement, so you can take your movement, or if you have any bonus action you want to cast, then you do that.
Hold on. So that was a concentration. I ended my concentration at the end, and then I'm going to do
What were you concentrating on movement?
the wall.
Okay.
So now I'm going to do action. I mean, that could be considered a bonus action, right?
What are you trying to do?
My spike growth. It says it takes one action.
Right, so the cost will be either one bonus action or one action. So
Alright,
if
so
it's one action,
all I
then
have is a bonus action.
you still, yeah, so you wouldn't be able to cast this turn. And also, spell casting is one spell per turn. Even if you have a spell that costs a bonus action, you can usually cast one other. So
Okay. Well then, I'm going to. I can't do that.
You command, you can tell Walt to do something.
Oh, yeah. I'm a wolf.
okay, place him.
Like, wolf!
You place him on the map. On the map.
Wolf's on roids.
He's man bigger.
Wolf's been eating his peas.
Yeah. All right. Now Chris is gonna.
I'm drinking milk, and one of these days,
You're gonna send two blast down towards.
like next.
I'll probably wall. 10 feet?
It's like the high side's 15
Okay.
and a foot thick. Gosh dang. And what's the other thing? Through like it lasts like a minute.
Yeah.
And there's things that so lightweight materials running off like upward arrows, bolts, and other ordinary projectiles. One target behind the wall are defended upward and automatic miss. Mortars from that's different. Using gaseous forms cast through it. So strong winds, heat, fog, smoke, and other gases that may small or small creatures or objects can't through the wall.
So I can shoot from this side through the wall. But
Yeah.
okay. So cool. Chris is gonna fire off two like that. Archer. And yeah, it was 16, 18. 0.
You were.
You did the initiate magic initiate warlock.
Oh.
So 0. That is now your turn.
Not my first party of getting out his way.
Okay.
Because I don't want to see him. And realizing that I killed him to be dead. And butterfish. What? I'm just like, who, what, when, how,
Who, what, when, how?
and who.
Okay. So what's your action?
I'm gonna use in like a string of agent confusion and just other emotions. I'm gonna yell, "You should be dead." You should be dead. With that, I'm back here real quick.
Okay.
But I will cast chaos.
Chaos bolt. Nice. Go ahead. Send it to right.
And
0.
it is, I think it
Just hit.
I don't.
Let's see.
Let's see. You hurl an undueling massive chaos energy on creature range. Make a ranged spell attack. Okay. So,
Okay. So yeah, make roll to attack.
26.
26 definitely hits. Roll damage for that.
It's 2-9. Let's see. Oh, 7 and 2. 9. Yeah, this is the whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
One hit target. Choose one of the die 8s. Numbers and roll a dice number. So it's 2, 7.
So you would rather use.
I'm gonna make it psychic damage.
Okay. All right. Go ahead. Roll damage.
Plus 6. And you didn't roll the 1 dice.
Yeah, but it's. Or choose these.
Yeah, but then you get 9 plus a die 6.
Yeah.
So low damage for crystal as well.
Mm-hmm.
9,
Okay.
10.
That sucks.
10.
10. All right. Nice. So, what do you source like? All right. Okay. So, that's your turn.
Yeah.
My dad is
Wait,
with old
like-
ladies. That's
Describe what they're like.
If somebody was recording it,
Yeah, just all those old ladies.
it should be on 2 for sure.
Yeah.
Forgotten Realms 2.
4 of the old ladies disappeared and then reappeared on the top of the building.
It's like one of the horrors. One with the old lady in the diner and one on the ceiling.
Oh yeah.
Drag me to hell. I think. Oh no, that's Legion.
Legion,
Yes,
yes.
that is it.
I guess one of the old ladies.
And you know what? Like, that's exactly like
She's great.
how Michael
Well,
described it. Like,
Lightning from me and shoot up the air, and like it looks like it's gonna hit how much inside damage. Like it's a little light, little thunder goes to the lightning's just head.
Just it's tink.
It doesn't look like it does much, but
All right.
it's just hit.
And this one down here.
Yeah.
Make a perception check at that on that hit.
This is the spell sorcerer exclusive.
Well,
That's what it is.
yeah, you see it hit. You see it land true, and he kind of like just kind of like
I mean, like,
Is he really
it's
strong?
good.
You really like you're bluffing.
Can learn that.
Right.
But there's no only wizards can get.
We're gonna freaking kill Sumar. Maybe that's why he lived. Maybe he didn't really. Maybe you actually killed him, and he's just like a meat puppet for some operation right now.
Resurrection is like a thing.
Resurrection or like
here we go.
what's the actual one?
okay.
You guys back?
Pause it.
Alright, let's pause.
Like at this range.
I guess it goes.
If you have anything glue that on,
Yeah, I'm gonna try this cement.
Like magnets, you like small magnets.
Yeah.
chops.
It's like right there.
Wait, go around.
Restroom.
Yeah.
Yeah. Take a living in a. It's great. Yep.
Yeah, there's turn fast.
Different turns.
You wanna keep on until we get to first turn then?
What is it next?
This is the second Leonard.
No, wait, because he's probably hit when the people aren't here. Well, no, he's ready to go eat. No, Paper just kind of messed up. He exposed it, he's possessed, and or something else. Like, if not just a cube.
Let's see. Again, if you wanna. 18. So so Paper tell you that this is this guy, so say that he sees something that's crazy seems so you know and understanding like magic would know that in most cases like causing damage could break this guy, and also like any creatures like this size this dimension would break this guy. But actually like, whoever does that this thing would even
Anything holy, like his own truth.
maybe.
This is actually the guard.
He's the guard sergeant. The head guard.
Okay, something's up.
The head guard of this group.
Somewhere. Yeah. We had a cat.
And we looked at
And on Friday. Yeah, but I'm like,
verbal person.
I don't know. I don't know what he talks about, what he doesn't. No, we left to see his sister, and we got back Thursday, or Thursday when we left. Wednesday? Yeah, we were gonna leave out early Thursday, but decided to drive through the night on Wednesday. But no one's seen Cat since Tuesday, and so we were like, well, then he goes for a little bit. But we've been gone for like, say as long as we've been gone, and he didn't find him until, was it? Yeah, yesterday. And but we figured out, apparently, like, maybe not even half a mile from our house, maybe a quarter mile along the little curve, there was this guy who puts out wet food for stray cats. Wet food. Like, then of course my cat is gonna choose wet food. Like, usually when people put out food for strays, it's like dry food. But no, he gets like the fancy stuff. So like, yeah, my cat's
You know,
gonna.
like, does he live outside?
He's an
mostly?
indoor outdoor.
Okay.
But for him,
Does he have like a door or something? Like a cat flap or?
no, we just let him know.
Okay, so if you do in and out, he's probably pretty. Like it's pretty typical. You're gonna people put food and then they'll go over there often and then I will let him in and the next thing you know there's a cat under it.
Yeah, but I think what happened is he thought we just abandoned him. Because he went back to the, we had food on the porch and water on the porch and like we would go out frequently and he just wasn't showing up. But for him, like he'll go outside for like 30 minutes and he's good. Comes back. And occasionally he'll be out for longer. But we figured out how it was and you're talking to him. He's like, yeah, he comes over every afternoon. Like, what the heck? Mayhem.
That's fun.
So I went over there.
They're putting out fancy meat. What are you putting out?
Yeah, we're getting dry food. food. That's what we give him. But he seems to like it, so I don't know. But I was over here. So I called his mom, meowed, and he meowed. And I was like, where's
Bird could do that. It's most tragedy every time bird get out.
Oh,
Yeah, there's
yeah.
like we have 2 rescue birds, and we're on a group of people that have rescue birds, and there's in Georgia, called Parrot 911, and have people talk about when a bird is lost or found, and it's almost always lost. Actually, the cockatoo we got was a found bird, found outside. He was someone's one. He's actually banded, which is they did that before they had our tags. The banded open, all you can read is on it. You can't read anything else. And he's at least 15, 16 years old. He was found outside, so he bowled somebody. He totally think that. His kitchen, I don't think he's got more than 3 left. But most of the time, bird gets out, goes up into the trees,
Those are good.
and they're gone.
Feel free.
Thank you. Yeah. No, we were arguing, like, he likes the side, so we're not doubting him. He does have a dip in everything. Like, we're going by somebody found him, like, and they have information. All that stuff.
Which one is that?
Our cat
Yeah.
decided to leave for like a week. And the way we found him is because we posted, he tagged it on Facebook, but we don't like go use it. And that was for me to play Eric was like finding me friend requests so that we could post on the little like red face thing. He looked back a few weeks. I'm like, you know, he goes outside, so I'm not surprised that
That he's on.
right, we got him yesterday. But
So
we
he came
figured
back.
out, well, not this time. I think that he got offended if we left him for
Right now, he gives out wet food, and
Yeah.
he doesn't go on vacation.
yeah, he still had food to trays.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, so if my cousin were up there, he's gonna choose your food.
Yeah.
But he was over there, and only like a few weeks back, before all this, he had posted a picture of TJ on Facebook. I was like, "Is cat this?"
Yeah.
But we weren't on it then, so now we have numbers. I mean, I've been gone for a few extra days. I'm like, sure, you see our kid.
Right. It turns out you guys are actually friends in Virginia for this Thomas Jefferson.
What?
I'm just saying, when he goes home, he's going wet food. Brandon's Virginia. You guys are friends. It was a life whole time.
That's right.
I was just got out of service. Moved to Myrtle Beach, Carolina, because that's where I was out doing city work for a little company called Lurk. And I had this rad apartment. 2-bedroom, 2-bath, overlooking their waterway, indoor outdoor pool. Like legit for me, under the surface, where you have like a rack, like literally a coffin.
Yeah.
And now I have a 2-bedroom place, and Laura can visit. But I found the cat outside,
You talked about him.
big cat,
Yeah.
and he was marked up like cow. So I called Holstein.
And maybe you called Laura, right?
Yeah, that was his major failing, is that Laura woke up in the middle of the night with him on top. He looked her in the eyes and raped her.
Oh.
Wait, with what?
With his, he wasn't fixed.
I'm sorry, what did you?
Laura territory.
So was marking her. So he like your
Well, I keep like marking the area by something like,
like
this time.
yours.
Yeah, yeah. And
That's fine.
she didn't like that.
No.
And he was mean to her. And so I was like, okay, Holstein could be an indoor cat kind of
Yeah.
thing. Like you're talking about your cat. Except Holstein would just get his ass kicked. All the time. Cat big, like almost as a cat. Must have just been really bad at finger thing. Because I would hear it a couple of times got picked up by a bird.
Oh.
Because he had like puncture on his shoulder.
Yeah.
Just looked like a head going in. No, he got the cat bite he was on the losing end of. And to the point where he just came back the last time and his face was bleeding and he had a puncture wound in his shoulder. Like,
He was like,
killing me.
like,
And he's like,
Rumble, you guys got their cat.
He beat 3, 4 other cats.
Yeah.
They kept coming back. Just beat the hell up.
You see the other guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's weirdly competent because he's small. And he'll come back with little like abs here and there. Just from like, if he's with another cat and he could punch her with a nail or something, they close up so quick because of how tiny they are, but the back door is under there. So then he'll get like basically a little cyst. So, if I when we put one on him, he won't even lay there and sleep. Like he will not drink water, he will not eat food. He seems content, but he'll just lay there. And so we have to give him like reprieve every so often. But if we don't put the cone on him, he'll sleep it. But I still.
I put that
We
hilarious.
it's funny. We don't. Well, you have to get a new harness. I'm hard to really lost it. But we want him to get more used to that so that we can get on trips and like take him outside us. But obviously not.
Yeah.
Without a leash. He just like lays down and you drag him and he doesn't seem to be he's like fine, but he won't like walk.
These things that mostly freak out. I mean, just like.
He tried to jump through some stairs, which one reason we have because he can jump through stairs whenever he wants. But now he's trying to jump through and he's just like dangling.
Close his eye up.
And that's why we
That's
don't put
interesting.
a collar on him outside. Because we're dangerous. Because if it gets on something,
Yeah.
like it became a thing for cat. That's feel like cat.
Those tags.
Well, dogs are just bad because
They're not stupid.
Not really. And dog can't like climb a tree And then like, oh no, the dogs can get their collar caught on things, but it's not nearly as much a hazard.
Yeah. Cats are stupid. They have talons and they have sharp scissors.
DJ was gonna try to climb them. It's wonderful.
My buddy Jason the cats in Hawaii lived in this apartment, and we would get gecko. The holes are on the sliding glass, and the cats would go nuts for geckos. They would go bonkers. He'd scrabble against the glass, trying to gecko. One time, it like jumped off the top of the TV, our field of the glass, but his paw had caught into the vertical lines, so he garfled into the glass and then sat there. Because his paws stuck to fabric vertical lines. Between us, there a lot of them in the cat.
Oh yeah.
Smart cat.
We just like, I don't know. Anything can walk around. We love hair ties.
Laser pointer. He's a laser pointer.
Don't have a laser pointer, but I think we've one before. It doesn't reach back.
It was actually, I apologize. I missed a conversation with you and probably you. We could go back through it now if you want. I can just send it later. So essentially, just told you that like there's a weapon that's gone missing from the temple, and that meaningful to the Temple of Thunder, and it being in the temple and the Zen of a champion of Thunder is important. So it's he said within the rounds he didn't have the skill set to seek it out. So.
Then I might have a little fan and take the fan to give you some guidance.
He described it to you, and it's essentially Ranger is a weapon that sort of takes the form of whatever weapon it is you prefer. So it can be a long, great sword or a hammer.
Cool.
But yeah, he did it to you. Looks like kind of an idea what it looks like.
Oh, also Eric got a tattoo.
Oh yeah, that poke you.
Pigment.
I gave him his sister tattoos. They're both carrots.
Do you have a professional tool to do this? Or you just...
No, I have it's like an actual like it's a poke. So it's just the tool. It's not a gun. But I figured I'd start like the needles first and get a feel for it, and then move out in the world. But
Yeah.
so they're all sterile and all that kind of thing. And she had human ink. I didn't number with water ink. But his sister had like human grade, so I used her ink. And I'm proud of her carrot. I thought it came out very well.
Oh,
It's a carrot. Eric was great, but it's a carrot, so.
And the carrot signifies that you just learned about carrot. Have a face.
It was a pretty cute carrot. No, this wanted a carrot. I don't know why she wanted a carrot. But then they're like, let's be siblings. And
That's
I
cute.
wanted a carrot. So I got the little.
Carrot siblings is legit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But a table jam is just the way to go.
I think I me, so.
Yeah. The stuff from my hair and give me a shag cut. But
Well, part of it.
Yeah, you see. The cut Mark's hair from the time. It's just clips in the driveway.
yeah.
Goes down the hair.
Eric does it. Most of the time he does it himself, and then I go in usually like a regular thing.
You're talking about the beard. It's just like
The beard is just saying the art.
I was in all kinds of weird ways though. I have trouble with cigar. I ended up in and give it a little touch up to that cigar constantly. I'm assuming like.
I occasionally do that too. Usually that's when he's keeping it a little short recently. So if it's short, the clippers. But if it's longer, then I have to go in like. I feel like I'm petting a bush.
oh, I know that. I'll tell you after. But it was the hologram thing. Like
How just get the
that threw me off.
it should. I don't know why it would. Versions. It's heavy, very ambiguous about good people. It is like one of the kids is kind of line. They're like almost meaningless now.
Yeah.
Like even Hallow, there used to be a reverse of House Spell and Hallow Spell. The Unhallow Spell was against good creatures, and they described it very distinctly. Like a good creature uses a Hallow Spell and a bad creature uses the Unhallow Spell. And now it's just Hallow, but it says work against Celestials and Fiends. And it's like, I don't know if I'm a big fan of this.
What you choose, yeah.
You know,
You use one or the other, right?
like the neutral
Right. Well,
world of 5e.
they want to give space to people want to play like an evil or her character. Yeah. So, but you can't limit their capability. But
Yeah, there was the Unhallow Spell. But they're going to make ambiguous what is evil, what's good.
I don't know. It should be like the bad, like clear and like, clear cut. But they're like evil. They should be stuff. But I think it's
Sauron.
it's interesting to add the like complexity of like the Thanos type. Like you can see like it's actually redeemable, but you can see like in some way how like you be understanding him. You know met him at a different time, or like if he weren't so like crazy, he like talked through like what he was thinking and just like, mass murdering people. That's interesting, but
Thanos makes sense to me. I don't think they should have bring it back.
oh, after that,
Yeah.
Don't give her the hour.
Late is like yeah.
Wait, what?
The line gets too crazy. You sad? I'm getting out.
Beautiful.
Unfortunately, you only snap twice. So.
One of my favorite parts of the office is when Dwight's like, we need a new leg. And then the COVID happened. And it's like,
Oh,
It's Rush E. Did you know when he was this? It's Rush E.
okay, what was it?
What is this?
I remember one where he was like, they should have hand sanitizing stations. They should have hand sanitizing stations.
yeah, I think that's called every doorknob ever.
Why would you?
So
It's marked for the.
apparitions are alien beings. Anything that is alien to the environment that the setting of the game's in.
Shut up, I don't care.
Anything clean without one, but thank you for
Excuse me.
Burp, bark.
Oh, I don't care if you excuse yourself. I just thought it was funny that you said burp right after you burped.
I was like, nah, but I just said burp.
Burp.
So therefore, I am not excused.
I have burp.
One of the best times was it was me and Eric were dating. We've been dating for a while, but his parents were coming up for Easter, and my husband was there. He's super quiet. I knew people for years. He's this quiet, really sweet, like whatever. And she burped at the day. And we thought, yeah, funny. Eric turned, and it was like, wasn't he was shy? And his mom was like, just didn't know what to do. She was like, oh, sorry. Well, yeah. And I had serious. We still bring it up?
That's where you.
That's your
Alright,
cousin
there you
who's
go.
sister to you.
This is
Okay, have you seen the new the name about Luffy?
I've seen last week's episode. I've seen today, the one that came out tomorrow.
I don't know.
But the
But
one he's
have you
like,
seen him like go all weird look
yeah,
hair vibe
when
on?
he
Like joy and
he's-
joy boy vibe?
yeah,
Like
the last episode he straight
Gear 7 or whatever.
snapped on Kaido. It was
I haven't gone that far, but it's like I see things and I'm like, yo.
Why is
And
that?
he's
One Piece, and it's like never ending.
the longest running like anime
Yeah, I'm at
all
the
time
part.
much.
I need to find fillers because the fillers are like annoying. But again, there are no fillers because it's a traveling.
Yeah.
It's
It's not.
not like Naruto. It's like oh, this is
Everyone
awesome.
does.
Just watch them all. You don't need to, you know, just watch anime, profit.
So what happened?
No much.
Feed one Kaido. Is that not what you were asking about?
He like just shows up. Oh, it's the guy.
No.
Like, I'm
Wait, what did you see of it?
One Piece.
Oh, the
Last thing I was the psychic age shot.
yeah, that was it.
Oh, you gotta keep going.
Pause. I need like to bring up air conditioning or something. Did it start cool off?
oh my gosh.
Listen to me.
It didn't cool off, sir.
Yeah, it's in pretty hard.
It's scary when it feels into Gear 2 and then into Gear 3
Yeah.
because it's like we're fast.
Do you watch the English dubs or the original?
So,
Sometimes.
I
Yeah.
am all about English dubs. I like them. I know people are against them, but
I'm
I
not
like them.
against them. Just so what I do is I test the anime and I put it. I watch the first 15 seconds of it, skip the intro obviously, and then good job to do the same thing. Whichever word I like her, I just don't want to get the old freshness.
Yeah.
Everything's mixed.
I can do Naruto with dub. Everything else, I'm like,
I grew up like with Naruto, so I can't go back.
I'm the flip of that. Like I started One Piece with dubs, and I can't do the dub.
Well, and also it doesn't go.
I don't want to use that if
Because
I
the
want
lady that does his voice, like she
So
cannot
good.
be.
Sometimes I want to
replaced.
passive.
You can't beat it.
Yeah,
I want to passive quiz.
yeah.
Going into or something. And so I feel like if it's in English, the dub is too.
Well,
Yeah.
that's what I do too. Usually, if I'm watching a show, it's like
You're sitting down.
Well, I'm also not very good, and I love subtitles. I like both because if I'm just listening to it, I'm like, what's happening. If I'm just seeing it, I still know what's happening. Like, I gotta have both to whatever.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm just great with
I
it.
think subs for me help me read also.
It really
So
helped.
that's why I love it so much. So it improved my speed.
I
I think subtitles look great.
Oh.
Like I went from like not thinking I could read it all to like, oh yeah.
It may
easy.
say it's like
Pretty much.
Well,
I'm
you
gonna
have
change my
to keep up
life.
to
It's a
everything.
YouTube video.
the more you know. Just say for the wife.
kids should watch anime.
Or just anything.
Have you watched that one that we were talking about earlier?
I've seen parts of it, but
It's good. Say it's very engaging. I never watched Logan. He has it. I never interested. I'm sorry about C1E11. It's never like when he got on stuff. I can tell you there's a pirate ship and goes with boots, and that's pretty much how much I got of One Piece. This Promised Never is also like what's he's the guy
the character.
like Toro and all those.
Totoro,
Yeah, but what's the guy? The company.
Oh,
The guy.
Studio Ghibli.
Studio Ghibli. It's like that level cinematic. Like, it's beautiful. It's engaged plot.
Yeah.
But it's F up.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
I
I
think
Can I spoil it, or do you just want to go check it out?
go for it.
These kids living in
Want me to-
like Rex, mansion.
Yeah.
Like be raised orphans, and they're all like super special, super smart, wonderful kids being raised by lovely human beings. Love them.
It's actually not good.
They're being raised food by kids.
They're being farmed.
They're being
What? That's insane. So I guess they're trying to avoid being eaten.
Some of the kids find out, and that's the adventure is they can
I
not.
feel like going to whatever.
It's so beautiful and engaging that I keep watching it over Logan shoulder. You go, oh my god.
Yeah. One that I started watching, I did not finish with Beastars. It was a weird one. Another one.
Big one is horrifying.
That one.
Really big
It's a weird
chain.
little animal.
Like,
But they're like
the
little
wolfie is
animals, so
one
at
of
one
these
point,
chains.
like this
somewhere.
little bunny
Probably.
like takes
Yeah,
that
no.
person.
Just the
Girl,
fourth bird.
That is so Japanese.
this is
there.
weird.
Yeah.
Look at you like walking up to them like, dude,
Yes, very Japanese.
That is anthropology.
most
They're
powerful
anthropological
traits,
stuff.
like, have a line.
Cultures.
or
Like
something.
freaking giant movies, like
Yeah.
it's like
And
You
they
can
have
pass them.
weird-
Mm-hmm.
Huh?
It's the number one consumer of that weird stuff now in America. So I don't know what that's about.
I mean,
They don't even know. They just want to eat theirs.
like, most of the time I'm okay with weird stuff. That one I just wasn't expecting. Like, I went into it with like humanoid animal thing, whatever, but it's not. And I've heard good
his
things
hat
about
changed
it.
though.
Yeah, they got wider.
So I had no idea what was
they
happening.
had
Like, I don't know what's
cinematic
gonna happen.
foot art. That's supposed to be like normal, like
Naruto
silly.
was on when out over Logan's shoulder.
No,
I
it's
think My Hero Academia over your shoulder. Yeah, it was always an interesting show.
I don't know what they're gonna do with the storyline anymore.
But it's kind of kid oriented. I don't know if it's adult.
It's
Okay.
all anime is adult ended, unless it's never.
I do love all the studio movies. I watched that.
Hanyo, Karuka.
I don't know. How's probably number one?
I got my mom
think I like Totoro
Kiki's
best.
delivery service and
Laura, you hear my Totoro? Oh, that's good. Laura, the other day we were talking about somehow morbid topic of how they're gonna die. And Laura was the only cat busted kid.
Is that from that movie? I haven't seen that one yet. You better Princess something. It's one of my favorites.
Okay, right?
Yeah. Yeah, that, I think that's the favorite one that I've
Kiki
seen.
Service.
That was good. I like that one.
Luke makes all promises and he keeps every single one.
For a while, I was trying to get.
The second I select thought, I was like, dang,
Is it
Luffy just
Ghibli or
got
Ghibli?
smashed
I've
in.
heard
It's just different.
Yeah. But I tried to watch them, but I still like pay for all of them. I don't want to pay, so I haven't seen them. I finished, but I said.
Yeah, I was sitting on the edge of my seat.
Why do you can do it?
Start way better.
You can go ahead and start. It's up to y'all.
Yeah, they got a backpack for turkey. I mean, if they're gonna sell their dresses,
Especially now they do all these bells. I want to
it's like that is Cuba.
He's behind the wind wall right now, and he would take damage to pass through it. So,
What? This is a fire
the red bottom.
This is the number one.
So
the
much
number
freaking burns.
anime in Japan. is
Burns
about
and
pirates.
freezes at the same time.
The number one anime in America is about
What?
ninjas.
Yeah.
Which you can be
That's
reversed.
really
You just get like
That's the
blasted.
worst one in America.
What is this?
This is One Piece. It's pirates.
Okay, so this is not.
This is the most popular in Japan. Right? Our most popular.
Yeah, both theme park around
One Piece is
Naruto.
the most watched only because it has like
Naruto run makes up.
What?
Naruto.
I hate
Naruto run is so popular.
One day we're gonna see that screen, but the end, and we're all gonna be crying.
I'm gonna cry weak. Not.
I'm gonna.
I need to cough.
Yeah. They killed my cartoon. I didn't wait.
Like,
Yeah, so we go ahead
Yeah,
and
I'm sitting over here. I'm back. I like this much, but
yeah, he's
Yeah.
I'll crush that chair.
second turn. He is actually going to.
So Dirk one.
So you guys, from the roof and from behind the wind wall, you see as Sergeant Leonard begins to look up.
Not Leonard.
Oh, cool. Ski shooting. Sweet.
And
Leonard's dead, right?
Just pulled out, trying to just pull out
Just
shotgun.
shoot
Leonard.
Leonard stuff.
He's
Yep.
no longer.
You don't know.
Leonard.
Leonard.
Yeah, what do we
Oh,
mean?
Leonard.
I know we had the conversation. Did we tell anybody that this guy's?
He did not spend
He
his
was
turn.
ethereal when he saw it. And Lath doesn't.
Oh, so how he knows stuff out from the ethereal plane.
Yeah.
And
His
had it
hands
on
are
the
back.
ethereal
His
plane.
hands are backward.
He got right on him.
Got it.
It's like,
Maybe he's just born with infected.
I don't know. We're
Oh,
trying
yeah,
to.
we're like shooting. Your hand back, or your hand is on the.
Right. I was so young.
His fingered man.
Yeah.
down, down, thumbs up.
What's that?
He flies up and he comes right up to the edge of the main.
Wait, he flies?
Yeah, so he flies right up to the edge of the building where Zero is.
Montoya,
So
you can prepare to die.
these are all actually like
It's like that.
Oh, there's a million from that movie. That movie, I think, butt quotes.
I'm not a
So
witch.
how does he visually like? How does he fly? Is it like he just float his hand?
yeah, you have a hard time like the wind wall. Well, actually, you have a book, so you see sigil and he like taps himself and he starts to.
Okay. Can
I mean, you recognize the spell. It's
Well, I'll fly. So maybe just have a flying Betty.
Yep. So
just
after
Playing rain fight, not those. Are you?
So we're level 9 now.
He's gonna step
So
up.
this is some craziness.
Yeah, he's at 8. Yeah, no. 11.
Kiss my cheek.
Natural. So
Oh, Dave.
11 is the
Miss.
That's sorry. The roll it's do plus yeah 7 and then 26.
Yeah, it's gonna hit me.
All right. So you take 9 points of piercing from that. Shit! I guess I rolled the wrong die. I rolled the short sword. 8. So you 12 points of damage.
Okay.
Arrow to the back, and then the other one is gonna come out and he's gonna actually he's gonna come down a little further. And he's gonna fire on Rocky. So it is 16 and 17. You want to do it? No. Okay. Cool. Cool. All right. So
Your own intro music.
oh,
Roxas.
there it is.
You guys loved your wooden wall. Like this now. He flew. He felt safe on this roof. He flew up, shot. Shot down. Art of the verse is not bad.
Looks like he shot Reyes.
Well, I say a step back on fire at you twice. Zero.
Who's that guy? Oh,
Oh, that's
that's bad.
That's not. And brought another message actually. So you saw something else. So yeah, both of you, and then this one is gonna shoot twice at. Okay. Yeah, it's game range net.
So even if these guys are killing city guards with old women, so even though
Yeah.
us
2 and
killed the guard.
I really think rolling for the citizens' reach should continue during this fight.
so right now it's like
Well,
guards
we'll be for that.
are
Inspired from getting shot.
yeah roll any over time.
What would that be?
Chris takes 11 piercing.
Most of this will be like,
You think this
always in.
the town, yeah, town essentially sees like the guard in the group only, and they always like of them move from 3 appear hopping, and then the other like win to like fight, and like really dark like armor with the hood appears out of where and dryers. So
Yeah.
you could
He's not even like a small. He's like a rat.
yeah.
Survives it.
Oh,
Wing. It's not that bad. Yeah, you read
turns this you. Right, sorry.
Where am I?
Can fly.
You're right here. So behind Wolf and Bruiser, you see the individual fly up here, and the wall of this like torn wind just
Well, I think it was that thing in the room. Like,
flying. So yeah,
I'm gonna run to archers behind you
Okay.
because they attacking us and
you can do that one.
yeah, I do that.
You're probably in this.
Is that it? I think that's like.
Yeah, we're still. This is Finland.
Yes, I get metal. I have 2 attacks.
Go for it. You're on deck. 20. So this 9 didn't hit. Fortunately.
The one hit would be 6 inch.
Just like move and
Yeah, like the worst roll.
first.
What the heck?
Oh, I'm sorry. Turn.
I'm shooting him to the front of it.
Is that
Wait a second.
That actually, that wasn't the roof. That was like the floor that they like. Because Raph was on the roof. And
It's
fell
a
in. Yeah, that's
Yeah. Turn on your turn. He's bonus action for the feet from your ship.
That one
I
makes
fell.
sense, really.
Okay, it's an opposed check, so shove that. So roll a strength.
Then the big zombie.
Onion.
I don't think it'll be
First-
she's on the wall, but it's the code. So
I guess you would target like,
you move it 5 feet or in your turn. So Rocky rush back towards one of the archers and he like he's like them and then shoves them away with a shield. 8 your turn and 8 your own deck.
Is he down for like done?
Yeah, push on with shield. He went up and just flashed him in.
Yes, competitive duel. I want fleeting foot.
What's the DC?
0D. 16.
Okay.
Suck.
What was combo?
It is a slow spell.
First level spell?
Yes.
Alright, so you speak your normal commands and you point at him and it just kind of like looks back at you and grins. His back focuses on 0 and leave effect.
Okay, I'm worried about you. Settle down, Evis.
Alright, so you're
Hang on. That was just a bonus action. More of that.
oh. Alright, later on and after that, Fred. So you guys all see Abe like attempts to compel the creature against divine, but for some reason so does not seem to have like that is
So in the day.
it's different.
I'm going to channel it after enemy.
After your enemy?
Yes, he has wisdom saving throw 6. This is level. This is a meek upon land.
So they can just
What the hell are you near?
I'm prithee in the name of Leonard.
He's a temple.
action. So you channel it.
Sir Undead has disadvantage. That is a D16 wisdom. And what happens if it fails the saving throw is he and his steed is reduced to 0. Soon most will fall. If it fails, his is happily offered.
It's huge.
Is
Wisdom saving.
Wisdom save is a 16.
Sleep on the mouse. How's the
That's listed at UJ. So he does that. For 12 and a 13, he has a 3 wisdom. Sorry, man.
Wait, how do you roll for me?
So disadvantage. Oh, wait, I'm 15. That feels
So it's reduced 0, and he is frightened.
right.
Let me read what the frightened. Elaborate minute. And you have to decide a fall.
So
No, I'm gonna go with the DM one.
It is concentration.
how would you classify that like as a in terms of like a spell effect or like
So a Verilyn uses their ability of mind channeling. Channeling, yeah, it's channeling.
right?
This is how it is. It is not the magical leaf. It is causing. It is the direct action of power.
Right. So so he fails and beat a 0 and he's frightened you.
Yeah, the creature has disadvantage on all abilities and attacks.
And
When he's within a sight of me, he's specifically for me.
Got it.
But he has disadvantage on ability attacks against everyone, as long as he can see me. And it's 0.
Was he? Did he hit you or just
Within line of.
okay. All right, cool. All right, so he's frightened.
It is not answered in all of my texts. He's been flying becomes like default, or is he just in there?
0, right? Doesn't change anything about any spell that he uses. Yeah, he's just he won't fly or up. He's just 0.
You know,
He's 0.
He's 0 now.
All along. Zero.
Let me out. All right, your turn.
So I will be summoning on undead beings. I'm going to summon the one yeah, and I put him over. He's really close to a floating man. Over ledge, like not a ledge right next to ours.
What does that look like? Did it come up around like?
Yes.
Yeah.
An arm sticks out of the ground.
It's coming. It's
All right, so right there, essentially.
Yeah.
Everyone's all the same height. This is the wall is a weird mix of terrain. So I mean, and he
Yeah, and he is going to. I don't know. You make a dash shape out of the sword or something.
Rain claw.
Yes. So his claw just reaches out and he slashes.
Cool. Roll what?
Oh, that's right. Which one?
You can just try if you want. This is all the same. Alright, chill that +7. This is your spell attack.
Here. Oh.
11.
Yeah.
And this is optionally.
Figures.
All right.
is this on the roof, guys?
Oh, you're on it.
Guys, fairly tough. Mad resistance.
I can't even make me sad. Like,
When I opened the DM, we'd be like, yeah, false. But instead, he's punk.
I think he's roll, like paralyzed. He's just like afraid to move where he's
Great.
Alright, that here.
For now.
Cool, Fred, you're up.
Alright, I'm gonna make
They're on that.
Arcana check. I want to know if Big C's hand would affect a magic.
Okay.
In my mind, it's like it's just a full force, right? Instead of like charge thing.
Make an Arcana check. 22. So you brought like in that creature type of like magical either resistant or not so much it's not so much about like the type of damage that the missile deals, it's more about the like essentially the level that is able to like affect the creature. So any magical so essentially infected or hit by spells of 6 or lower, which is T. And it save throw against other effects. So that's why I think the matter magical sort of like clear that it's straight vendors and
Yeah, that makes sense because it's
Fully cold.
it's not magical. It can be used in a magic like challenge. In my opinion.
But real clear about that. The description. That's level ability to channel my energy directly from your it says you use energy to fuel magic effects. So that means it works with divine.
Yeah.
You have immunity makes magic. It doesn't say it's magic because it's magical effect from it.
So for Jeremy Crawford, shown to be magical effects, say them with the clicking and
Yeah.
that's description. So it does create magic effect to channel entity, but we'll see. Channel divinity work into an anti-magic field. This actually still is a fate and
I had to work in things specifically as divine power. Dynasty. Whereas a magical effect is what is happening. Is the magic spell. But not useful by magic weed.
right, arcane versus divine magic is just magic.
Well, that's what it is, right? He's a master. But the way it works is on energy, I think it would be. In these terms of 80,
Yeah.
divinity and magic are always completely separate.
Yeah. So this is it's fine. We'll let it stand as it is now. But
I'm gonna make a Twitter picture.
do it. It's going from send you. Process some. Wait, so that's what you do. You
Okay. I'm going to visions, right?
right. The archer here. There's been knocked down by rocket in there. And the fleeing started.
Okay. Alright, I'll get my
Oh no. The book is.
to do like reason on the situation figures like being like down it's a constant skill like concentration and then it's gonna appear next to the far guy.
This one.
Yeah.
Right. You have to baby sand. And
Guy on the roof.
It's on me.
so which one do you
I'm gonna wrap that, right?
Alright, okay. You gonna pull this side?
Yeah.
So
Other than that, much.
yeah. Bigby's hand.
I'm on this thing. That has been a sheer universe effect. That means all supernatural powers is essentially the same. Completely and utterly the same.
Yeah.
Magical, divine,
But psionic stuff were anti-magic fields, right?
But there's psionic stuff in 5e?
Yeah.
I'm gonna give.
I wonder if 5e is things where I bet you it's just magical energy.
No, I have an angel medium, he's gonna me.
Yeah.
Okay, so I 24, he has to beat with either athletics or athletics.
Natural 19. Let's see. He's gonna go athletic, and that's a 24. No. So
Okay. Apparently get him, okay.
yeah, he's pretty big. Awesome.
Try to put him. Oh,
See like this green like it's like a constellation, right? Of the the
Star magic.
like the movement of this guy matches mine and this one to just sweep him up. Don't want to squeeze him, but I just move him 30 feet.
This way.
That way, yeah.
Alright, then you're.
Yeah.
Fool. Reaper.
Right. Same like I did with that guy a couple now. I take one wall,
Okay.
recast it, and basically just drag it to the starting guy, and like from this like slow around him, and then I'm gonna snap that step.
Let's see. One more. And we'll second up.
Yeah, chocolate milk freaking tons. That's a combo right there.
That's like, don't go on that.
Ooh,
Alright,
that's like
one more. That's it. Rush from the and it does specify that it can move,
I'm basically, I guess, you know, it's a new turn.
shade, and move along the ground. So you have the ground 15 feet up. Right now, there is feet up in the
Oh,
air.
that?
Yeah.
50 behind. Okay, 1, 2.
This.
I would be so
Yeah, man.
Good spell. I guess the effect of the spell, you suddenly feel as though you hold on to the ground, drop it.
Oh, yeah. Hey.
Take out like your opponent, he's like, oh god!
My that's that was like
Can't really, he's like 30 here, I can't really
Use your ownership, bro.
yeah,
You know, run it through. Yeah, and you flip and turn background. But you don't hit right, run it, you use it, you're because I think these birds are islanders. People following evil. Sorry about that. I think here's like, they attacked this person. Well, I get attacked. I need to guys find tell you. Do what?
wow.
You. There you go.
so you gonna kill so fast?
yeah,
Because I go back my tongue.
We'll fetch.
I can be wrong, because there's only something like I can't, like, grab guy, if it doesn't like, really.
Yeah, grab
Yeah.
one.
Yeah, make a check for wolf and a plus strength check.
20?
What's his strength?
Roll a d and your
Andrew, you don't go.
I don't think that's. Oh, if you're bigger, he's small. He's nothing for those bars.
Yeah.
That's serious.
Alright, so would you roll for your strength?
Um,
Oh no.
When you wolf the
large.
Go ahead. Yeah, and then add wolves and modify.
I'm gonna look it up. It's like
See it? Alright, what's
There you go.
alright. He is now considered grapple. If you want to try to pull him, you can do
Ground, so
yeah, I just want to drop the pound. I want to, like,
stand on
bring
it.
it.
Just like,
It's like, I don't think the other
I think you got it right now. You just have to, it's like 5 bombs.
Okay, we'll do 2. I think this right. So he gets there, he boom, and then he pulls him down
yeah, how high is he in the air now?
20 feet.
I can't believe people get to it. It's just a range.
Can you let one?
Yeah, dude, that's
you
good.
all around.
I just want to be like a perfect time to be like, for no who the editor, like, exactly like, in front of it, like,
Alright,
Like on top of it.
so you can bring this guy down and on it, some of that. Here, you got more.
Strength. With strength.
18.
If you have at least 10 feet, like run, jump 21 feet in the air, you'll need to, right? To go to sleep.
alright, so he's taking here, and I still have, like,
Your action, and movement. You can attack twice, or you can
attack us.
cast spell.
I'll be so good.
Give him the wind.
Yeah, probably.
There's this art right here, and then, well, biggest thing I know. I have a bitch.
If I did anything, like the whole action.
That's your other.
You can jump and try to get away, or like I'm trying to that's all this good.
Like maybe shoot up problem.
We're up there, we just
Yeah.
This is why they races. Yeah, it's a stack.
It's actually running.
Right before we leave. Sits with me sleeping.
We can't on the rest of the block.
I'll just try to shoot us crossbow there.
Okay, and now 17. Dice or roll damage.
Do let's say there's a feature with that.
Okay.
Okay, alright, 5 plus 10.
10.
And
Nice.
then oh wait, that's 18 plus 7.
Definitely hits.
And I want to do some 5, 15.
Nice. Alright. 15 damage. And as you're pulling him down, you draw your crossbow and you just
Does
Sure,
same kind of tattoo?
So it does attack again.
honestly, is that his brother? Yeah, I can't
So-
believe you can't.
Now it's gonna do Chris' turn.
And you know you just beat your and then be all right about it.
Really?
But
How it is.
to do until that was stupid and actually it was
To actually looking out. I'm getting taking damage. She's going to. You have? I'll drop the other arrow and sticking out. Yeah. And Chris, I'll use a little healing word. Hey. I say, get. Damn, two. 7 minutes healing. Fire, so. Alright, zero.
almost on point.
You do zero. I was right face, and now he's been like on 10 feet, so he's like looking down and hanging, like pulled out of the goddamn body. Wolf.
Okay. Well, can show you, like, back using shotgun.
You just like, you would attack.
Yeah, it's touch that.
Okay. So he's in range, because basically, like, he's right. So, top building 30 feet up, and these riders are 10 feet each. If he's been put on 10 face to face with you, he would be a melee way. Out of your melee. They're gonna try to, like, reach on, like, sight next to him. I'll give you acrobatic check to try to see if you, like, decide with, like a swim. If that's what you want to do.
Nah, I was just asking that it could be. I was like, it's possible. I'm just gonna. Is fly third?
Yes. Yeah.
I'll spot it.
Alright.
Who's on line?
No one flying. I would rather be a current level a wolf. So let's say like you see like a limp like lose its ability to float resisting wolf. So now the pull the ground is like wolf troll when he's flying. So yeah, Bell his fly. Then your turn.
I
Grapple.
Great. It's fine to stay up. I runs out.
If he wasn't right before.
Right.
Mommy.
He wants to get so
could you like throw it down at me?
a little action and then I think you can attack your as your action.
I can use. Can I inspire the trait?
Oh, yeah.
Is that it?
Absolutely.
I will. So yours.
Action and give like the action. So it's inside you or not.
Wolf.
You get at a D8 roll.
Okay.
And wolf.
Saving throws.
Yes.
Okay, so no one's here.
Yeah.
Just like growl of like,
Oh, go really big. It's gonna be harder. It's the end of your turn.
That's it.
That's it.
Alright. Actually, like a leaper. He's not flying here. But not that he can't fly. He's full fish like what was guy. But you do it.
Alright, now it's the Gardener's turn. And we're still afraid of a. Let's see. Yeah.
Dead longboard.
Okay.
the rate of my wind.
Oh, in just a minute. Yeah, it's only 12 seconds. Yeah. I'll have no fast in real life. Yeah. You are one that coming to the beast that is him. He's like like dangling by leg. Look around and point you and I need you to make a wisdom throw. It's always recruit.
This guy.
All right. So you are now done. Oh god. You're not admitted effect, so I was harmed. And
You were dating?
You did.
he's going to command you to have you and place him on the roof next to Rob. So in turn, essentially, that is what which was going to be. No, he can't tell. Alright, so that brings to the end.
No.
He's gonna stand up and you push that 5 feet, so he's going to use an effort. Yeah. No. Yeah, so you to rock. No, 1 and 7. Closer and here. So I'm up with. He's gonna take 2 shots. That is a 3 and a 16.
23 hits.
So a 5.6 bench.
just got up.
So, the two. This was an attempt to break the grapple of big.
What?
Nice. I don't think it really natural. I think maybe more his modifier is higher. So fails. So that one
26.
yeah. So
Try not to.
yeah.
I think. Don't be here.
So this one here, he has only 2 shots at it. That is a
You also misses
13, 15.
13?
No, all right.
here. At the base up.
All right. So after everyone finishes, actually we hear shouting and the sound of like heavy armor again.
No. I think that was bolt.
Rocky, it's your turn.
So how many action turn?
Back for a turn. An action move.
Okay. Should I go to the other
Have you pushed?
Yeah. And
I'm gonna roll attack.
26.
Is that dex?
18.
18. That's
Good edge. 11 less and 21 inch.
21. Ooh, nice. All right, that's your section. You want to do?
Just do something again.
All right. So
Yeah.
with the
22.
Yo. You keep. Yeah. Once I one, his boobs will be out for next minute.
So basically, though,
Alright.
do you think his left shoe? Something like that.
Yeah, something. Hey. And then later on that.
What, dude? So earlier,
Yeah.
how to roll some sort of magic,
Right.
right? He said it would damage spell.
Right.
Both of them to creature. He has fast on him and he has the damage.
Spell magic is guaranteed.
But it still look like Sergeant nothing.
Yep.
He's not a now or 10 or anything like that. He's still like that.
Right.
So Abe, because they thought, well, sure, that's that guy. And now I know damage and other cells should have named this guy. Because I'm not showing the cards showing up. Oh, crap. And just leave the older kin or something like that. The dog is not going to have you with this.
Yeah. Actually. Yeah, so it's really two magical hit advantage, thing above 6 level. And in the middle of that. Unless choose to be a hit.
So damage went spelling oceans.
Both sides.
He's
Yeah.
concentrating on something, but his strat name gives the effect just
Right.
like
Some guys are in concentration though.
Hear
It's normal for what I've seen, what you know to normally this type of magic.
I'm going all in. I'm gonna hit this.
Right.
I'm running and these guys with my pole on and play with this my
Alright, make an athletics and then
I can just not like check. I have no room and I can like my height or something.
yeah, you can say that the jump the backs at the same time is like
I would think jump is just my movement and still get action.
yeah.
Pulling 20 and I
So you get say you're full like, you run and you like, keep the wall, grab
in the
like
air.
grab some wind edge and then you just get to like take turn over it that you want.
12,
12 is a hit.
19. Alright, reverse.
17 hits as well.
12 damage. The blade is whatever. I'm gonna load.
Contract see battle types.
4 spells locked.
I do a concentration deck, but that shouldn't succeed it.
I hate them.
Just shove it.
20 point damage. So
Nice.
So far, I'm with them.
really better than that. And I rolled really up.
Yeah. So let's finish paying concentration on spells, no reapers. You roll concentration. Keep paying it. Yeah.
There's an effect like food there. Passes away by 2 blinding, searing strikes from holy power.
Oh, yeah.
Still starting knuckle dust, knucklehead.
Yeah, the guy's still shooting.
So
Yeah, see, like he can use this guy without concentration, though. No, like
anyway, I'm done. Oh, going all in. Big laser power.
I think the magic should have worked against it. The spell magic was cool. No, like
yeah.
I don't know.
Actually, you know, this spell line, I'll say that his guys follow the effect the and not his actual like form. Like you're not harming him, so you're affecting the spell he has. So you just he falls as fling, see like the face like illusions, and you see this like he's a entire creature and the insert flipping backwards, and then you just kind of like no human hand, but they're human ears claws, but the hand is like backwards on them. But it's really quick and that's weird.
Screams. Jingle, cat.
All right.
Shivers me.
So he's kind of doing.
Late this year.
Maybe you're under.
Alright, so I don't think this spell.
Actually, there. Your natural thing, you're still up to be like over the building.
I can use one of the movies, and I will be sending negative energy into this weird beat cat. I don't know it's
Yeah, we see it in that.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, yeah, right, that's fine.
But yeah,
Right. But it's shark ice or something with that mad guys, that's it, right? No.
Yeah, it's cheap, but you can affect the spells that he casts. So, man, you can counter spell. He can cause harm to him or cause him to affect by spell. He's 20 feet off. And Fred, you're on deck. Fred, Reaper, is in
create a illusion of
I don't know what all
Alright,
guards.
I guess I'm the guard. Have we killed us?
Gotcha.
Any artist the circus ring. Any artist is not the person.
Insect.
Great credits. The whole freaking team. Let's go with that one.
Alright, leadership you control as well. I don't see any going on. Singleberry.
Good. Just kind of do that.
I don't like her.
We use some of the illusion of the zombie in front of like this part.
I'm not sure if I am to do that. Well, I don't know. How far am I? The closest, sure.
50.
About 50?
Yeah.
So, it'll be